Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Get this set up here. Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to get in here this morning. Good morning. Make sure my mic's on because sometimes I started without the sound. Hate it when I do that. Good morning, Quentin. Good morning. Good morning, Gary. Good morning. Beautiful. Well, it's not so cloudy this morning in South Carolina. It's not. I don't only see any sun to this morning, so I'm just getting up. Eyebrows kind of crazy, looking like wild sticker bushes. Good morning, Leroy. Oh, you driving, man? I appreciate that, man. What do you? Hey, Leroy, do you just turn on your YouTube and just let it play? Is that and the video's playing on the phone or something? Is that how you? Is that how you're listening? Good morning, Mustafa. Good morning, Mr. Young, man of the hour. Good morning, Norvell. Good morning. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Oh, okay. Thanks, Leroy. Appreciate that. SoloTV84. Man, I thought for sure you would not be up this early. I thought for sure. Thanks for the interview, man. I come to talk about it right now, Solo. Let everybody know my experience from what I learned last night. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's get straight into it. Okay, you guys see the topic, all right? All right, so oh, you at the gym? Yeah, I need to be there. I'm gonna be there after I get out of here, Solo. I got to get back. I'm not. You know what's so crazy, Solo? You probably will understand this. Sometimes I will get so immersed inside of this drive, this career to build this channel. I start slacking off the gym because I'm so involved in this, right? And I got to create a balance because you can get too deep into it and lose out on the other things. So, all right, Gary, good morning. What are we learning today? Feed some knowledge. Hey, Gary, this morning is just about my interview with Solo last night. That's it, nothing. And I want to share with you guys when I have interviews like that, my thoughts and stuff like that, right? So, and by the way, thank you, Solo. Appreciate it. I appreciate the interview. Good morning, SMD family. Good morning. Insomniacs, the rule. All right, check it out. So if you guys didn't catch last night's interview with Solo, it was an interesting one because a couple of reasons. There wasn't that many people that jumped in there. And when it comes to money, excuse me, when it comes to money, I really expect that because people are really sensitive when it comes to money. Okay. Now, anyway, what I learned from last night is this. People get offended very easily, right? And I know my style of teaching people about money is different because it's so simple. But this is what I learned. It's just grade school math. This is what I'm thinking in my head. I'm telling everybody that it's just grade school math. Grade school math, that's it. But I noticed people were taking offense to me saying that, which threw me for a loop. I was like, wait a minute. I'm thinking in my mind, I'm saying grade school math to show everybody how simple this is. But the majority of people were taking it as you're dumb for not knowing this because it's only grade school math. And that's not what I was trying to do. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to change my style for anybody. Okay. The people that are ready to listen, they'll hear it. They'll hear what I'm saying. Like the SMD family, you guys know what I'm saying, right? You know my style. You know I'm not here to hurt anybody, disrespect anybody, belittle anybody. But I noticed when I speak about this and I get those kind of responses, I know it's weird to say this, but it assures me that I'm on the right track. I'm saying something so simple that people still don't hear it. And I want you guys in the SMD family, I want you guys to understand, I'm going to bring you into my world, okay? I'm going to bring you into my world, all right? Everything I say, listen to me closely. Everything I say when I talk about money can be verified to be true 100% with mathematics. Anything I say. Anything I say. And so last night I was trying to talk to the people and say, hey, now when you become offended, like when I say, hey, you know what? It's just grade school math, and somebody gets offended, I say to them, if my math is right, this is more of a question for them. If my math is correct, why are you upset? That doesn't make any sense. If you get offended, and even if you come into this room, okay, I want you to understand, you come into this channel, this live session, and you're new to my channel, right? And you hear me speaking and it doesn't make sense to you and you start getting upset, you can say it. I'm not going to jump all over you and say, hey, who are you? You know, as long as you do it professionally, I want people to, I want even part of the SMD family, you guys, I want you guys to invite people into this room, into this channel, onto my channel, especially during my live sessions, that don't necessarily agree with me, right? Have them, invite them here and just so they can explain to me why they don't agree with me, okay? I really want that so you guys can hear everything that how it transforms. I don't know. I don't even know the words to put it because it's just grade school math. That's the crazy part about it. Mustafa Workman says social media has proved who paid attention in school. Just read the comment sections in Ant video. In the Ant video, Mustafa, what do you mean by that? Taboo Smash says, I told a family member that you never really possess a house, especially when you finance a house. Oh, they got offended. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And you gotta, those of you guys in this room, check it out. Look at Taboo Smash's comment. Now, those of you guys listen, I'm gonna reread it one more time, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys listen to me when you drive. Taboo Smash says, I told a family member that you never, I'm gonna quote it. I'm gonna say it differently. You never really own a house, especially when you finance a house. And they got offended when he said that to the person. And you got to think to yourself, when you say that to a person and they get offended, I want you to stop and think to yourself, why are they offended when math will clearly show what I'm saying is true? Now, when you think like that, I want you to also think, okay, SMD family, pay close attention. This is why I know, this is how I know I'm on the right track with this business, because it doesn't make sense when you turn to them and say, hey, if they'll answer you, you go just like this to them. Hey, I'm not trying to offend you, but why are you offended when you know math approved me to be true? Why are you mad? I don't get it. Can you please explain to me? They won't be able to explain to you, and they probably walk off mad. But I want you to understand that if you come on this side, you get your finances from the negative to the positive. I want you to come over here and see how much room there is to grow, to be anything you want to be, to grow your business bigger than ever, because you will have started with a solid foundation. This is what I do, you guys. I create the solid wealth building foundation. What I do is remove the cracks in your foundation. Cracks in your foundation is interest rates. Anything you're paying interest on is a crack in your wealth building foundation. You seal up all the cracks and you will be rich. You'll become wealthy, rich, whatever you want to be so fast. And nobody will know how you're even doing it. You can tell them. You can walk up to them and say, hey, you know what? You'll never be rich if you keep financing cars. They will look at you like you are crazy. What? What are you talking about? Hey, you know, if you keep financing cars, you know you're financing the taxes too, right? They'll say, what? What do you mean? That's how you know this is welcome to the debt-free side of world, the financial world, right? People will tell me all the time, hey, yeah, I know I'm in debt. If you know you're in debt, get out of debt and you'll see everything I'm seeing. But the people they'll just go on with their lives, living in debt, blaming other things. Like there was one guy that came on Solo's interview last night and he got offended, right? He goes, hey, how do you feel about the something Brian case versus Comcast internet, or whatever, right? And he says something. Now, I don't know anything about this article, okay? Anything. Now, he says, yeah, if he loses that case, the black people are going to be cut off from it just doesn't make any sense, right? And I told the guy, I said, hey, man, you got to stop thinking like that one case is going to prevent you from becoming rich. You know, that's not true. You got to think, when you come into this room, when you come into this channel, I want you guys to understand this. Race, religion, male, female, gay, straight, those are all distractions. Money, debt, doesn't care about anybody's race, religion, none of that. You got to think above that stuff. Those are all distractions to keep you distraction from seeing the bigger picture. Debt is the colorblind slave master. It doesn't care what color you are, what race, what religion you are. It doesn't care because all it sees is green. Once you come up here and you become rich and wealthy and you can see how everything plays out. And then if you decide you want to help a cause, you have the money to help that cause now. You can direct your money wherever you want, but you got to get above that first. So I was trying to tell this young man that last night. And he got off and was like, okay. And then Solo was like, hey, man, you guys are not calling in, you know. And the guy says, they don't want to call in because you're talking down to people or something like that. And I was like, what? What do you mean talking down? I'm just talking math. I'm not even involving my feelings into this. And so it just kind of blows me away. But I'm not upset that the guy didn't understand what I was saying. I want you guys to see, SMD family, I want you to see how open this is. When you can tell a person straight up, hey, look at this math. If you change this math, you'll be rich. And they get offended. I want you guys to see how lovely it is on this side of the system. The system is feelingless. Don't involve your feelings with the system. It doesn't have feelings. It's a choice to choose which side of the system you want to be on. The bad side or the good side. You get to choose that. B. May says, the man, they soft. You know what, B. Mays, check it out. It's not even that they're soft. This is what it is, man. They just don't believe in math. Anybody can do what I'm saying. Add up all your savings and then add up all your debt and then go savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. That number is going to be a large negative number. Change it from the negative to the positive and you will win with money forever. 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 And Solo was saying, Linnell, hey, it sounds so easy. I keep telling Solo, it is. Part of the system, and I'm going to tell you guys straight up, some family designed this system. They designed it to look like it's complicated, look like it's scary, they throw all these numbers in and it's just grade school math. It's not complicated at all. It's not. When I told people when they finance cars, they're financing the taxes too, some people, it clicked. It was like, holy crap, I didn't see that. Things like that. That is what's called phantom income. The income that's generated that the majority of people cannot see. You cannot see this when you're in debt. People don't realize that they're financing taxes, but they don't really care. Have you noticed that when somebody goes and buys a car, right? They just tell you, oh man, I got that car on sale for $30,000 without tax. You didn't pay tax. Why are you not including the tax? That's part of the system for people to ignore the taxes because they don't understand them. Mark says, right, LJ, do what you got to do. People will take offense to anything. Exactly, Mark. It doesn't. Though I got low views on the solo interview, I don't look at it that way I don't look at it as a negativity. This is what I look at it as. You notice trolls don't come in. Oh, that's boring. That's exactly what the system wants people to believe. Check it out. The less people know about what I teach, the more I can charge, because there's not many people that do what I do. And the crazy part about it is this, you guys. This is what I love about what I do, the business that I've created, right? It's just math. It's not even hard. It's not even hard. I can go, if I check it out. I'm not on one yet. Somebody's going to find me that's on that's like a big platform, right? They're going to bring up a whole bunch. I don't care how many people they bring up on the stage. I will sit on the stage by myself to however many finance gurus that are against everything I'm saying. I don't care. It doesn't even bother me. Whatever. And I know people are like, man, what if this guy comes up with 20 years experience and that degree and he's from Wall Street? I don't care. Math will always be on my side. I keep telling people that. It is crazy. Let me get to some of these comments, you guys. I'm not forgetting about you guys. Good morning, Nicer. Ill Wills, good morning. Ill Will says, if they are offended by your teachers as a mentor, then they have never stepped out into the real world. You know what, Ill Wills, check it out. Look at it this way, Ill Wills. Now today we're gonna go on a higher level of when we talk about money, okay? And I'm gonna bring you guys all with me. They live in the matrix, Ill Wills. The matrix is the real world to them. They don't know anything outside of the real world. And I get it. When their responses are like that, I'm not offended by it because I can prove to them what it is. Because this is what I said to the guy last night. I said, hey man, step out away from that case with Byron Allen and the Xfinity or whatever, right? Step out. I said, your money starts with you, man. I said, if your personal finances were a business, would you still be in business? You know what he said? He said, yes. I said, are your finances in the negative or the positive? He said, oh, my finances are in the negative. And so I reiterated, I said, if your finances are in the negative and your personal finances were a business, you wouldn't be in business because your finances are in the negative. He still didn't understand what I was saying. Still didn't get it. And again, I'm not calling that young man dumb. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's how the system designed it. To make people scared of it, to make people look at something that is so simple and think in their mind, it can't be that simple. It is that simple, and I'm proving it with mathematics. I'm proving it, and they're still not believing it. That's by design, people. They can't have that many. If everybody knew, or if everybody believed what I was saying, the whole economy would crash. Now, most people will hear me say that, right? And say, who is this guy? He's bragging. Oh, he think his word will crash the whole economy. No, I'm not saying. I'm not doing anything. This is what I'm saying. If everybody knew what I was saying, there would be nobody left. There would be nobody left to finance cars, shoes, purses, watches, cell phones, toasters. I'm just looking around the kitchen. Blenders, bicycles, stoves, dishwashers, furniture. There would be nobody left to finance depreciating stuff. And everything they finance, guess what I keep telling you? They're financing the taxes too. That's why the whole economy would crash, because nobody would step foot on a car lot. People believe it's normal to be at a car lot all day, 8 hours a day, to buy one car. They only do that to people who finance cars. Isn't that offensive? And so I tell those same people, if you had the cash for that car and you walked on that car lot, would you sit there all day for them to bring the car up to the front so you can drive it off? No, hell no, you wouldn't. You would say, I'm taking my money down to the next car lot. Exactly. Oh, you saying thinks he needs any video? Okay, well, I'm just trying to pick. Good morning, Brian. Good morning. Ill Will says Byron Allen. So what he got offended. He will live. Exactly. I don't. You know what? Ill Will. Check it out. The young man got offended because he just doesn't understand. That's all. I know he got offended because he thought by me saying grade school math that he's dumb because he doesn't know grade school math. No, all I'm doing is telling him it's only grade school math. That's how easy it is. That's it. Ill Will says he got offended because you didn't get emotional while answering his question. You're right, Ill Wills. And I can't, excuse me. And I can't even involve my emotions because it has nothing to do with math. People think I'm like Data from Star Trek, right? But you know, it's like this is what it sounds like when people add emotions to money, right? If I said, hey, you know, 5 + 5 = 10, and somebody starts crying or getting mad about it, oh man, I can't believe you said that. 10, oh man, get out of here. You'd be looking at somebody doing that. You'd be like, why are you getting mad because 5 + 5 = 10? I don't get it. Well, why are you upset? It's just 10. Exactly. Ill Will says, obviously, he never played any team sports growing up. Man, football growing up. See how much you get offended by your coaches. Exactly. Coaches be yelling at the people on the teams. Oh, you ain't, get over there. It's like, how come people don't get offended at somebody yelling in your face? Because they just know it's just part of the game. It's just part of the game. The coaches are not really mad at you. They're just trying to get you to get some, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. Life for a Business says a lot of people can't accept constructive criticism. You're right. And that's what's going to be their downfall, Life for a Business. People have to be open, but they have to, Life for a Business, I think people have to, this is why I chose this business, because I know everybody's not like that young man. Okay. I know that. But if I can catch people when I say to them, hey, why are you getting offended if you know my math is right? And then I will ask them, is my math right? They will have to say yes. Okay. There is no. They have to say yes. And then you got to go, then why are you upset? Nicer says, I was in a live stream the other day and they were discussing entrepreneurs' home. Oh, I was in a live stream the other day and they were discussing entrepreneurs' homes. I said that I wanted to see their credit report. The host called me names and defended his debt stance hard. I just left. Exactly. Nicer, let me tell you something. This is why I don't go into live streams like that. Because if they're not ready to hear you, they're going to take offense to you. You know, you got to get in a live stream, if you can find one, that will accept constructive criticism, like Life for a Business says. They got to be open to hear you. Okay, what's your stance on this? Why are you saying this? You know, just take out all the emotion. You know, why are you mad? But I don't come. This is what I no longer do, Nicer. I'm not coming in to I don't convince anybody of anything. Math was here before I was born. It will be here after I'm dead. It trumps all decades. Things change from decade to decade, but math will never change. That's why I chose this system. This is why I chose my domain name, SavingsMinusDebt.com. This is why I switched from Debt Ain't My Daddy to SavingsMinusDebt, because you see Debt Ain't My Daddy, guess what? People get offended to it. Oh, that ain't my daddy either. I use debt. I use debt as leverage. This and that. You know, it's just too controversial, right? But SavingsMinusDebt is solid. It's undeniable. They look at it and be like, okay, yeah, add up all your savings, add up all your debt, savings minus debt. Yeah, that's true. Yes, it's true. All right, Snuggles says, you shocked me yesterday when you showed how much taxes you actually pay, which has doubled the price tag of the car. I was shocked. Okay. Yes, And Snuggles, this is why I'm starting to show demos, because this is what I'm learning since I've started my journey on helping people get out of debt. I'm learning, never assume people understand the words when talking about finance. Like when I talk about being upside down in a car, I never assume everybody understands what that means. I make sure when I talk about taxes, I never assume that everybody understands how taxes work, how financing work. When they say I'm signing a 60-month car loan, I never assume everybody understands that that's 5 years. So I explain it. Good morning, Naima. Naima, good morning. Ill Will says, give that same guy an Excel spreadsheet with macros and tables with his finances. He will have a heart attack and faint. Your teachings are easy to grasp. Hey, check it out, Ill Wills. Check it out, Ill Wills. Listen to me. Even what you're saying is too high. You throw a spreadsheet at somebody with macro tables, they're not even going to look at it. What are you even talking about, Ill Wills? It's not even that high. You got to come down even more basic than that. And that's, even by me saying that, that's not to be offensive. Not talking to you, Ill Wills, but I'm talking to the general room. That's not even to be offensive. That's not saying you're dumb. This is, when you come into this channel, all right, SMD family, listen to me. When I break down, and especially if you're new to my channel, when I break it down really low, don't take offense to it. I'm breaking it down really low so you can see it. Because once it clicks, you're going to take off. Your whole financial world is going to change. Check it out. Okay, check this out. This is for the new people. I know people in the S&D family already heard me say things like this, but I want you to follow me. Now, if you're contributing to your retirement right now, this is for you. If you are contributing to your retirement, this is what it really is. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you are contributing towards your retirement. Now, if that number's in the negative, now you take the money out of that negative number, and that's how much you're contributing towards your retirement. It's mathematically impossible to invest negative dollars into your retirement. That's mathematically impossible. So yet you believe you're contributing, you're not. Money doesn't even exist for you, but yet you believe you're contributing to your retirement. Now you can see that my math is correct. It's correct. How come it's hard for you to, if I say, hey man, go stop the retirement, I want you to think about it. How come it's difficult for you to say, oh man, I can't do that, I have to retire? But you're not contributing. I just showed you that you're not contributing anything towards your retirement, but yet you're scared to stop. I want you to catch, that's by design. I'm showing you what is, and you still don't believe it. That's part of the design. Whoever designed this system, I have no idea how they did that. How did they make people believe they're a homeowner while having 30-year mortgages? How in the world did they make people? This is when you come on this side of the system, that's kind of stuff just blows me away. How did they convince me that if I sign on the dotted line 30 years later and the whole 30 years I'm believing that I'm a homeowner? How in the world did they do that? Thank you, Naima. I appreciate that. Thank you for throwing that up there for me. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, SMD family. I love it. Look at all the love up in this room, man. I want you guys to bring the offended people over to this room so they can see the love up in this room, so they can see when I speak, and so they'll understand that I'm not talking down to them. I'm trying to help them understand this. Quentin says, keep doing you. A lot of us get in our feelings when it comes to finances because most of us just think everything is okay. And you know what? And that's important, Quentin. I'm glad you brought that up, because involving your feelings is also part of the system. This is how they sell to you on TV commercials. They involve your feelings. So if you didn't save any money for Christmas, guess what you're going to do? You're going to charge Christmas. You're going to charge Christmas. So you can make while you go in debt, so you can make other people feel happy that they got a gift, but you got to pay for that gift for the next year or two. People go on take 2 years to continue to pay for a 1-week vacation. People make payments. Check it out. People make payments on vacations, for vacations. They make payments. Something that is not even needed, people make payments on. If you're making payments towards a vacation, you are in debt. Ill Will says the same person happy to receive the Obama stimulus check, but doesn't understand how the economy works. That stimulus check was used to inject the system with money to show people spending money. Exactly. Ill Wills, check this out. Ill Wills. And this is my opinion. You remember the government shutdown? Remember that? They had TSA agents working for free for over a month. Check it out. Ill Wills. If that's not right in your face, they had TSA agents working for free for over a month. That's slavery right in your face. They tell you, hey, we're going through something. We're going to stop all the money, but check it out. You're going to work until we figure it out, slave. That is, man, when I saw that, now, only those who are financially free can see this. Now, you got TSA agents coming on the news talking about 1 month. Oh man, I'm about to lose my house. I'm about to lose my car after a month. I believe they do that to test their strength, to test their grip. Now, again, when I talk about the government is us. It's not a separate entity. Our family members work at the government, husbands, wives, sisters, brothers. Our family works for the government. The government is us. It's not a separate entity. Stop thinking like that. That's part of the system. They had TSA agents working for free. Check it out. And if they're working for free, it's so much bigger. If they're working for free, when they were working for free, what kind of searching do you think you're going to get from a TSA agent that doesn't even want to be there in the first place, and they're working for free? What kind of thorough job you think is going to happen? Not a very good one. People still didn't even see it. They were testing their grip. How many people are still going to work even though they're not going to get paid? Damn near everybody. If I was a TSA agent, now I'm financially free, okay? If I was a financially free TSA agent and they said, hey, by the way, the government's not going to pay you, but you're still going to come to work, I would have said, no, I'm not. I quit. I'm not a slave. B. May says, man, they mad at the debt. Oh, wait, okay. B. May says, man, they mad at the debt ain't my daddy. Now they mad ain't grade school math. Now they mad that it's grade school math. Debt matrix is real. Yes, B. Mays, the debt matrix is real. It's real. The debt matrix is real. But B. Mays, check it out, man. When you get out of it, B. Mays, this is what's going to make you rich, because here's the unfortunate, I won't want to say unfortunate part. It's just the system, okay? The majority of people must remain in the debt matrix in order for us to become wealthy. In order for us to, on the outside the debt matrix to remain financially free, the majority must remain in the debt matrix. Once you get out, you'll clearly see that. You'll see how wrong it is to finance a car. That's not normal. It's not normal to carry your student loans longer than actually going to college. You go to college for 4 years and keep your student loans for 20. That's not normal. That doesn't make any sense. CENTS, that doesn't make sense. That only makes sense to people in the debt matrix. And I'm going to tell you this, you guys. I actually feel sorry. I feel sorry for people that have given up on ever paying off their student loans. I feel sorry for them because they'll be slaves until they're dead. And the reason why I feel the way I feel, because I know what it feels like to be financially free. I know how good it feels. This is nothing trumps this, you guys, not even sex. Fellas, listen to me. Listen to me, fellas. Okay, I want you to listen to me closely. Now, I know growing up, all the guys tell you, hey, conquer this much coochie, conquer this much coochie. And that's just the, no, I don't care how fine the woman is. I don't care. Nothing trumps financial freedom. Nothing. Nothing. And once you come over here, let me tell you something. And I keep reiterating this too, so you guys understand. The woman I'm with right now, guess what I asked? I asked to see her credit report first before we even get serious. Because if she was deep in debt and didn't care about getting out of it, or she didn't know she was deep in debt, or she thought it was normal, I would have said, oh, we can be friends. Yeah, I don't even want to have sex. No, because I don't even want you thinking that I come to hit it and quit it. And no, I want you to understand we are not together because you are in debt. Believe that. Nothing trumps it. If you've never been in debt, check it out. If you've been in debt all your life, I promise you, you only speak debt and you say these things out loud and you don't even know what you're saying. Here, for example, I'm saying to you, hey, man, this is grade school math, and they get mad at me. That's part of the system. They've been conditioned. Mustafa says, how dare you question the validity of their claims? Just accept it. Nicer says, I don't have the time to talk in circles with people. I just speak my piece. If they don't get it, but show that they want to understand where I'm coming from, I'll give them your channel. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And Nicer, that's a good, make sure you keep that mindset when you talk to people. And this is how you know, okay? Because just like you said, Nicer, you're not here to convince anybody, okay? You throw a tidbit out there. If they catch it, you continue. If they don't, you leave it. You leave it. You really, and you can ask certain questions and they won't know because you're speaking debt free, right? You can say certain things without offending them. Okay, you could say like you come across somebody and they just bought a house. You say, oh man, was it hard to get? How much did you have to put down? And if it's less than 20%, you just stop listening to them because you know they did it wrong. They don't know they did it wrong, but you just say to yourself, okay, they did it wrong. I'm going to stop. I'm not even going to say anything else. And then you just go on. Hey, then you go over to the house and, hey, this is a nice house. Oh, nice backyard. You know, you just fit in. You fit into the debt matrix because we can adjust to fit in. You could just be nice and say, hi, this is nice. Nice house, nice car. Oh, yeah, you got the brand new iPhone. Cool. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, man, it has 3 cameras on the back. Oh, that is so cool. You just play along. Mark says, literally, the matrix. People want to take looks to the lady in the red dress when confronted with the truth. Exactly. Tony Davis says, some people think good finances equal good credit. Exactly, Tony. And look what Tony says, okay, you guys? That's part of the conditioning. People in the debt matrix associate good credit with good money management, and that one has nothing to do with the other. Nothing. Check this out. Let me do this for you guys. Wherever I put that. 1 second. What did I do with that? Close. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Where did I put that? I usually put it right on my desktop, don't I? Oh, crap. Anyway, I was just going to show you guys my credit report, but I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. Okay. 1 second. All right, here we go. Share screen. All right, check it out. All right, check this out. Don't focus in on let me remove this 1 second. Don't focus in on my credit score, okay? Don't focus in on my credit score. Now, SMD family already know what I'm going to say with this, okay? Those of you that are coming in my channel and you are new, okay, this is what I want you to focus in on. Imagine the credit scores are not there. I want you to focus in on all the zeros below. Zero in home loans, 0 in auto loans, 0 in other loans, 0 in student loans, 0 in collections. And the credit card amount you see, I have a different amount every single month because I use it to buy everything, but I pay it in full every single month, in full. Pay attention to the zeros. And I want you to ask yourself, ask yourself, have you ever seen anybody, and I'm not even bragging, I just want you guys to focus in on this. Have you ever seen anybody that shows their entire credit report? And the answer is no. I already know it's no, right? Ask yourself, why is that? Why is LJ so easily open to showing his entire credit report? Because that's going to be very important for you to see. Because once you get out of debt matrix, your credit report will look like my credit report with all the zeros. And then when you go into business, you get financial advice from anybody. You ask to see their personal credit report. It will never lie to you. Usually when you ask to see somebody's personal credit report, the first thing they're going to say is, oh, my credit score is this, my credit score is that. Then you stop them and say, no, I'm not talking about your credit score. Your entire credit report. I want to see it. They're either going to vanish or they're going to, like if you came up to me and said, hey, LJ, I want to see your entire credit report, I will already know why you're asking that question. I will know. The majority of people in the debt matrix will not. Nicer says, yo, Mark, good point. And when you turn your head back, there's the agent with a gun in your face. Hey, Nicer, check it out. You know what I feel like when I was thinking about this last night after Solo's interview. You know what I feel like? You remember the part in the debt matrix where Neo is ditching the bullets, right? He's ditching all the bullets and they're going slow. I want you guys to understand that whoever wrote that movie, that was a very aware person, okay? I want you guys to understand this. Now, this is why I feel like I'm Neo in that part, because when a person in the debt matrix starts asking questions a certain way, I already know the answer because mathematics will tell me why they're asking that question. Before they even finish asking the question, I already know the answer. So if they're trying to shoot at me, try to put holes in my, imagine this, a person that doesn't know in the debt matrix, they're shooting bullets at me to shoot holes in what I talk about. But since I already know what they're about to say, I can see those bullets coming a mile away. So I'm just ditching them. Oh yeah, nope, math will prove you wrong there. Nope, sorry, math will prove you wrong there. That's exactly, whoever wrote that scene, they know what they're talking about. The matrix is real. Taboo Smash says, what's your opinion on Black Friday? It's business. It's just business. Once you check it out, Taboo. I'm not saying that you're in the debt matrix right now because I don't know, but I'm saying for everybody listening, once you're out of the debt matrix and you create your own business, you will love Black Friday because you will just make up anything to sell because people believe they're getting a deal. It doesn't matter. You will love Black Friday. You'll make Black Friday, Black Saturday, Black Monday. You'll just black everything. because people believe once you put in black or whatever, it's a sale. You see how people do over TVs? That is just, when I watch those Black Friday videos and people coming in stores and fighting each other, I'm thinking, everything's online now. Why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Because they're trained. They're trained to get up and stay up all night to go get it. Are you crazy? I'm not doing any of that. But you will if you own a business. You'll love Black Friday. You'll love it. Ill Will says, yes, sir. My nephew is a TSA agent, and they had in fighting because some people didn't work as much, but they received back pay. I told my nephew, why are you mad at another coworker? Exactly. Got them fighting each other. That's how, Ill Wills, that's a test. That's how they test that's how the government tests their strength to see where the people are inside of the debt matrix. They just restrict something. People start flipping out over 1 month. Never once stopping to say, hey, wait a minute. I've been working all my life. I can't survive 1 month without a job. Something's wrong. But they don't wake up. They just go, oh my God, I can't quit my job because then they're going to give me back pay. If I quit, I won't get back pay, blah, giddy, blah. But in the meantime, I'm gonna accept being a slave. That's what they're indirectly saying. I'm accepting of being a slave. Now you combine that with student loan payments, car payments, credit card payments, rent. They're trapped. They have no choice, but they think they're trapped. They think they're trapped. They're trapped and have no choice. So they're gonna work for free. They're gonna work for free. Almighty says, what's up, Linnell? This is my first time on your channel. Welcome, Almighty. Welcome. Welcome to the SMD family, the Savings Minus Debt family. Welcome. How'd you find me, Almighty? How'd you come across my channel? I always like to know where people came from. All right, let's see here. All the love, all the love. I love it. Thank you, Naeem. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. So how'd you learn about my channel, Almighty? How'd you find me? SoloTV84. It's so funny. I know I know Solo TV. I don't know if you're still listening, Solo, but am I a difficult dude to interview, Solo? Any other questions? If you're new to my channel, hey, Almighty, don't forget to like and subscribe if you can, please. Appreciate it. Okay, cool. Good morning, LJ. Good morning, LJ. I'm reading my own name. No, Linnell, his name is Cannon. Okay, you're LJ. All right, LJ, good morning, brother. Hey, what's up, Cannon Wiles? Welcome. Almighty says from Solo TV84. Great. Look at Solo. Hey, Solo. See, they're still reaching me from your channel. I don't want to disturb your workout, Solo, but get it right. I don't want to throw you off. Thank you, Almighty. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So this is a good one though. This is what I want you guys to. If you guys check out the interview when you have a moment. But there was a good one that I felt very, very proud about, that I could help this young man. This 22-year-old young man, right? He jumps on and he's kind of explaining his situation. At 22, his dad, he had to take care of his dad because his dad had brain surgery and his brothers are not. He's the only one with the correct mindset. So he had different types of jobs he was doing, man. And, at that moment, it's not about, hey, man, get out of debt, because he would never understand that, right? I wanted to make sure that young man didn't turn to the streets, right? Because when you get in those situations, especially being a young person like that, you really don't have that much guidance. And you start justifying, oh, man, if I get out here and sell some dope, man, I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it for this and that. And you start justifying this stuff. And then you get out there totally forgetting that you're not always going to be 22. This situation any situation you're in is temporary. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing stays the same. But when you're in it, you believe this is all what it is, and this is what it's going to be for the rest of your life, and it's not. And then in the end, he thanked me for the advice, man. I really hope I reached that young brother, man. I really do, because he was from Seattle too. I know exactly where he was living. I know exactly what area he was in, and I understand why he's thinking that way, because especially where he lives. I know exactly. Randy says, hey, LJ, which score model do you prefer to use, Vantage or FICO? Hey, Randy, I don't really get involved in the FICO scores, Vantage versus FICO. It's all a business. It really makes no difference. That's just to fool people in the debt matrix. It doesn't matter. Nobody understands. Yeah. Have you noticed this, Randy? Check it out. Nobody really understands how a credit score is generated. It's a secret. You got to be, it's just the dumbest thing. It's just now, when I say dumb, I'm saying from the debt matrix perspective, not from the business perspective. Okay. I believe FICO and Vantage, that's the business strategy is brilliant. Keep people confused. Because a lot of people don't even know. Check out, forget the Vantage score and the FICO score. I bet you the majority of people don't know this. Did you know TransUnion has their own credit score ranging? Experian has their own credit score range, and Equifax has their own credit score range. It's not all the same. They each have their own. A lot of people don't even know that. They just think, oh, 800s are 800. According to which one? Which one are you talking about? Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion? Which one are you talking about? It doesn't. It's just it's designed to keep people confused and in debt. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning. Mission 31 says, is bankruptcy a way to get out of the debt matrix? It sure is. Only chapter 7. This is how you can determine if chapter 7 is good for you. And I'm glad that's a good question, Mission 31. I appreciate that question. And this is what I want you guys to understand that don't understand. And I only want you to listen to me mathematically and with your business mind. Remove the emotions. Because I don't know this for a fact, but I know what happens, okay? First of all, if you get a chapter 13, the failure rate of a chapter 13 is 67%. 67% of people who file chapter 13 fail. Now, I guarantee you, when you walk into a lawyer's office to file, they give you the two options, 7 or 13. People in the debt matrix believe, I bet you the majority of go towards a chapter 13 because they get to keep their stuff, not realizing they don't even own it in the first place. Oh, I get to keep my house. You own it? No, then you're not keeping anything. I get to keep my car? Yeah. You got a car loan on it? Yeah. You don't even own your car, but yet they choose a chapter 13 to keep their stuff for 5 years. So somebody that's getting this filing chapter 13 that couldn't keep up with their own payments, they're going to somehow get on a plan on the chapter 13 and keep up with the payments there. No, they're not. No, they're not. That's not going to happen. Now, this is how to tell if a chapter 7 is good for you. This is the easiest way to tell if a chapter 7 is good for you. And stop. If you think chapter 7 is bad, those are people in the debt matrix that are saying that to you. Stop listening to them. Stop thinking a bankruptcy is for losers. Stop thinking that like that. Now, add up all your savings and add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. If it takes you more than 10 years to pay that off, file a chapter 7 bankruptcy. I'm going to say it one more time. If you add up all your debt and if you realize you added up and it will take you more than 10 years to pay off that debt, file a chapter 7 bankruptcy. Why 10 years? Because it's going to take 10 years for that bankruptcy to be removed from your credit report. But I promise you, once you're free and you file chapter 7 and you're free, you won't even care about your credit report. You won't care that the bankruptcy is stamped on it. You won't even care. Next thing you know, 10 years are going to be gone by like that. You'd be like, oh, it's gone already? Yeah, because you didn't pay attention to it because you won't be using credit. You'll have cash. All your checks will be yours. Every single check will be yours. I hope you guys are hearing me. Hey, Mark, check it out. Mark says, you're being a disturbance in the forest. No, I'm not, Mark. I'm barely a ripple. I'm barely a ripple. And check it out, Mark. Check this out. I know this is going to sound weird to you. Okay, maybe not to you, Mark, but this is going to sound weird to the majority. The majority can't even hear me. And that's how it must be. Listen to me closely. The majority of the people in the debt matrix cannot hear me. And that's how it must be in order for this system to work. It has to be that way. This is why you guys that are part of the SMD family right now, this is why you'll be rich. This is why life for you will be just as lovely as mine is today. And I'm not even rich, wealthy. Those are just terms. The only thing you want to worry about don't worry about even being rich, being wealthy. And this is what wealthy really means. It doesn't mean you have an unlimited amount of money. That's just a byproduct of being wealthy, okay? Being wealthy is this: owning the time in your life, owning every minute. Since 2016, let me tell you guys something. Since 2016, I've owned every minute of my life. Every minute. Every minute I wake up for the last 4 years, I get to choose whatever I want to do. Anything and everything I want to do. And this is what I do for people. I can lay out the plan for you. Naima and Ill Wills, I forgot to tell you guys this, okay? This is what I forgot to tell you guys. Let me throw this up there. Now you can go to my website, SavingsMinusDebt.com, and schedule your own free 30-minute consultation. You can do it yourself. You go to my website, click book free consultation, and schedule your own. You don't even need my help. You don't even need to email me no more. You can just say, hey, this is the time I want to talk to you. Boom. I get the alert, and then we talk on the phone, period. That's all you got to do. It's that simple. Right there. Naima Ill Wills. This is new. I just set up my website earlier this week. Okay. And the booking button's right on the website. And so now they don't even need to email me anymore. They could just go to the website, SavingsMinusDebt.com, and book it themselves. Ill Will says, Linnell, you speaking facts, bruh. 100% truth. If you even reach one person, you're doing a good job. Kudos to you reaching out to the young brother. Exactly, Ill Wills. I know, man. You and I are on the same page, computer-wise and spiritual-wise. We already know. All I need to do is reach one person. That's it. You come over. You guys, just check this out. I know when you start thinking about creating your own business or you're creating your own something, you believe there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition inside the debt matrix. When you get outside the debt matrix, it's really not that many. Everybody's here to help each other. It doesn't like grind. You get online, you get on Instagram, Facebook, or grind 7 days a week, grind in your sleep, don't sleep, this and that. That's not true. None of that's true. That's not true. That is not true. What kind of life is that? If you work for yourself, but you're still working 7 days a week, that's not true. Let me give you a perfect example so you can see it. You notice how Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays? Yeah, I know it's their religion or whatever, right? Whatever. But I want you guys to understand that they are making money. They don't care how much money they're missing on Sundays. You hear people online complaining all the time. Oh, man, how come Chick-fil-A? They don't care because it's not about the money. It's about business. Their service is impeccable. I personally, when I went there to eat, I'm not really a big fast food eater, but when I went there to eat, it just tastes like chicken to me. Okay, another chicken sandwich, another chicken this and that, but their service is impeccable. That's why they're successful. It's crazy. It's impeccable. Nicer says it's lovely when you wake up and your only worry is the freezing rain hitting your window. Exactly. You just wake up and look outside and say, "You nicer." I respect it when it rains. I'm not mad. I'm like, "Ooh, okay." Especially living in South Carolina, I know it's temporary, but I don't think about money, people. I don't think about money. I'm not scared of my mailbox. When you're in debt, you know how many due dates you have to keep track of in your head? You got a ton of due dates. Cable bill, credit card bill, car note bill, car insurance bill. There's all this other stuff. I don't have to keep track of nothing. Thank you, Ill Wills. Randy says, ripples make waves, LJ. You know what, Randy? You're right. You're right. I know it does, but check it out. Again, the reason why I say a ripple, because I wish I could tell you guys how big this is, that what I'm explaining to you. It is huge. What I found is huge. Listen how simple this is. Apply the math that we learned in grade school, apply it to your finances, and you'll be rich. Look at my domain name. SavingsMinusDebt equals how much money you have in real life. Believe that number, change it from the negative to the positive, and you'll be rich, just like that. When I'm on that big stage, you guys, and I'm saying the exact same thing, and when you guys are financially free, who will follow me right now, when you become financially free, everything's going to click. And you're going to come back and watch all my videos and be like, oh my God, Linnell was saying this the whole, I did not hear that before. I know everything. Mark says those meant for this knowledge will be here, but they need your guidance. Hey, man. And that's why I'm here, Mark. I know what my business is. I'm a financial coach and a financial person you could talk to, because you're going to need, check it out. Listen to what I'm saying, you guys. Okay. Listen to this. Listen to my voice. Okay. Listen to me. You guys that are riding in your car and you're listening, you Uber drivers that are letting your customers hear my voice. Check it out. Listen to this. When you get on the other side and you find out it was just grade school math, ooh, you're going to be so mad at yourself. You're going to be so mad at yourself. You're going to be angry. You're going to be so mad. When you see what they've done to people with FHA mortgages, ooh, if you're in it, ooh, you're going to be so mad. You're going to be so mad. It's going to take you about a year to get over it. It took me a year to get over the anger. A lot of people don't know that, okay? I don't really share that with too many people. It took me a year to get over the anger from it. You know why? Because you're going to realize how quickly you could have become a millionaire with just having a regular job. You're going to be so mad. Ooh, you're going to be so mad. You're going to be so mad. You're going to be like, you mean when my teacher was teaching me about math and money, dimes, nickels, and quarters and dollars in grade school, all I had to do was apply that to my finances? Yes. The answer is yes. This is where you're going to need to talk to me. This is why my last package is so expensive. It's not really expensive. I just say that because people believe it's expensive, but it's not. You know why it's not? Because you're going to earn 10. When you're done, when I bring you on the other side, you're going to come to me and say, Linnell, I would have paid you 10 times that price had I known this financial freedom. Exactly. The return you're going to get from buying my packages from me, it's going to return to you tenfold. You're going to teach your children, and you're going to teach anybody that will even listen. Anybody that'll listen, you're going to teach them. Good morning, Wild Tiger. Good morning. Welcome. For those of you guys don't know, I've been knowing Wild Tiger since the beginning. This guy has been believing in me since the beginning. He's been supporting me since the beginning. And he's been spreading the word. I want to bring whoever wants to come on this show. I want to bring you guys on. All you guys got to do is email me. I want other people to hear your experiences. I got somebody coming up on December the 2nd, Monday, and I'm gonna send out the notice for everybody to understand or to know. I'm gonna schedule it so you guys know. I want you guys to hear from real, regular people that are converting over from the debt matrix and they're getting out of the debt matrix into coming out of the debt matrix, okay? Mission 31 says, I have some ideas to make my own business, but something is mentally blocking me. Maybe I'm still stuck in the debt matrix. Let me tell you something, Mission. I want to tell you, okay, so you can hear me saying this. Debt is blocking your vision. Debt is blinding you from seeing your vision. I promise you. You know how I know? Because I'm living it. I'm living it. Debt is blocking your vision. Debt is preventing you from seeing your goal, because I guarantee you like this, Mission, you probably already know, and I believe everybody, not only Mission, I believe everybody knows what they would love to be doing in the back of their mind that wouldn't feel like work. But the first thing you're thinking, oh man, it wouldn't make enough money because I need this amount of money to do this, that, right? That's exactly what debt wants you to think. So what do? Put it to the back burner. I'll get back to it. Years go by, years, totally forgetting this is what people do. This is what you can't see. Now that I'm financially free, you know what the only important thing that is the most expensive commodity on earth is time. You can't get more time. Everybody knows this. You're gonna die. I'm not saying anything spectacular. Nobody lives forever. One day you're gonna die. Time is the most important commodity in my life. Time. How do you do that? Become wealthy. What is the true meaning of wealth? Owning the time in your life. It's blocking you, Mission. You need to come to me. If you're in debt, Mission 31, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know if you're in debt or not. But if you are, you need to see me as quickly as possible so I can create a plan for you so you can get out of this mess and live your dream and become rich, wealthy, whatever term you want to use in your financial life. They're only terms. Check it out. Okay, I want you guys to, I'm gonna speak debt free to you guys so you can understand. Now listen closely. What if I told you financial classes really don't exist? They only exist in the debt matrix. Poor, middle class, rich. What if I said those classes don't even exist? Now you're probably thinking, what in the hell are you talking about, LJ? Yes, they do. All right, listen to me closely. They only exist in the debt matrix. Here are the fake classes to make you believe that they are such classes. Say like you earn $100,000 a year. According to the classes in the debt matrix, that would mean you're in the middle class, correct? Oh yeah, I earn $100,000. I'm middle class. But what if that same person has $200,000 in debt? 100,000 minus 200,000 equals negative 100,000. That person is broke. But yet that person still believes they're middle class. Did you guys catch what I just did? If they make $100,000, that person believes they are middle class. But if they are negative $200,000 in the hole or negative $100,000 in the hole, they are broke according to math. But yet they still believe they're middle class. That's why classes don't exist. You step outside the debt matrix. These are the real classes. Okay? Wealthy, financially free, and volunteer slaves. Let's go again. We're going to go I'm going to tell you the real classes outside the debt matrix. The top one is wealthy, owning the time in your life. The middle class is financial freedom, meaning you still have to work, but you have no debt. Your finances are above zero. And the bottom, volunteer slaves, people that continually finance things that depreciate and wonder why they can't get ahead in their financial life. Those are volunteer slaves. They're choosing not to believe math. That's why they're called volunteer slaves. That's the true classes. Ill Will says, when you're in debt, dudes on the corner can't rival the mailbox on their best day. You avoid the mailbox like the plague. Exactly. When you're in debt, man, you avoid that mailbox. You think Freddy Krueger lives in that bad boy. No, he doesn't. Freddy Krueger lives in your mind. That's all part of the debt matrix strategy. That's part of the system. I keep telling you, this is by design. What I'm sharing with you guys, it's not in books. It doesn't need to be in books. My book will be one page. Hey, use grade school math on your finances. Done. Close. Chapter. That's the chapter. It's done. Ooh. Wild Tiger says, I had a lady with an 800 plus credit score offer to co-sign with me to finance a car. I told her my score was around 500, but my debt total is 9,000. Exactly. Did she understand what you said, Wild Tiger? Oh, wait, let me get. Wild Tiger then says, she then revealed to me that her total debt was over $500,000. Are you guys, look at that. Look what Wild Tiger just said. 800 plus credit score, but she has $500,000 in debt. She is baroque. You guys, it's like this. Listen to this. She's so deep in debt, the only thing that she can be proud of is her credit score. That's why they flaunt it. Have you ever heard of forever students? People that go to school forever, they're going to school, they keep getting these degrees because that's the only thing they can be proud of right now because they're so deep in debt. If they stop going to school, those student loans are due. So they call themselves forever students, getting all these worthless degrees, not even working in the field that the degrees are in. They're just saying, hey, I got a doctorate in this, I got a bachelor's in that, and then other people in the debt matrix are impressed by those type of people. The first thing I think was when somebody says they have that many degrees, the first thing I want to ask them is, how much student loan debt are you in? Those people they can't see that they're terrified. I can see that they're terrified. I can see it. They don't know that. Book that free consultation. Nicer says, I like the rain too, but it hits different when you're in Minnesota and it's almost December. Yeah, Nicer, I don't do cold places, right? I don't do the snow. I don't do that. I love the warm climate of South Carolina. Love it here. Wild Tiger says, I told her I'm not interested in financing anything ever again. Hey, Wild Tiger, what did she say when you said that? What did she say when you said that? That is crazy. Hey, check it out, Wild Tiger. I'm glad you brought that up too. Now, this is what I want you guys to see too. God, what is that? What is that called? What is that called when you get a person, you put another person's name on their credit card so you can increase your credit score? I forgot what there's a specific name for that, for people that do that. I want to give you guys an example. If somebody can figure out what that is, where you take somebody's name that has bad credit and you put them on a credit report that somebody has a high credit score. What is that called that help? And it supposedly helps the person with the bad credit increase their credit score. What is that called? I forgot what that's called. If somebody can help me out with that. Thank you, Naima. Appreciate it. I forgot what that's called. Because the reason why I'm saying that this is the perfect, because check it out. Because I've had people approach me, hey man, what is that called? Oh, there's a specific name for that. Anyway, so what they do, they take people with bad credit, and the person with good credit adds this person to their credit card or something like that. They don't really get a credit card, but they just add their name to it, and then that helps the other person's credit score increase or whatever, right? This woman that Wild Tiger just brought up, she's a perfect candidate for that, because whoever constructs this deal together, they pay the person with the good credit, and the person that with the bad credit pays them, right? So the woman with the 800 credit score but $500,000 in debt, she would be a perfect candidate for that situation because she's deep in debt, needs the money, but she has a good credit score. So she'll put that person with the bad credit on her credit report so they can increase, or credit card, so they can increase the credit score of the other person. When you're out of the debt matrix and you understand money, there is no way I would put anybody's name on my credit report, credit card that has bad credit. I would never do that. I would never do that, ever. Only people that have high credit scores, that are deep in debt, would accept that kind of stuff. Trade lines. Thank you, guys. Trade lines. That is now, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at the business of trade lines. That is brilliant. Okay. Business-wide, piggyback. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. I'm not upset at people that do that. That is brilliant. But once you're out of the debt matrix, I would never put nobody's name on in anything I own, but that has bad credit. I would never do that. Trade lines. Thank you. Piggyback. There's all kind of names. Authorized user. ATL says. Mission 31 says piggyback. You're right. Authorized user. It's all the same. It's all the same. I would never do that. Only people that are with good credit and deep in debt would accept that, because that person that put that deal together is paying that person, and they need the money because they're deep in debt. Right, Mark. You see that, Mark? $500,000 in debt. That's why, check it out. That what Wild Tiger put up there, this is what I want you guys to understand. This is why that person, that woman, would never do this. She would never do that. She would never do that. Again, if you're new to my channel, I want you guys to see this. Forget the credit score for a second. Forget the credit score. The reason why people won't show their entire credit report is because they don't want you to see how deep in debt they are. Look at all those beautiful zeros on my credit report. Look at them. Take your time. Take your time and look at it. Take your time. Look at all those zeros. Just gaze at them. I love looking at my credit report when I go show you guys. I just love looking at the zeros. This is how I'll make your credit report look. This is how and now this credit report will be your weapon. It blocks all scammers. All scammers will be blocked. This is your shield. Because anybody that comes to you with some kind of financial deal, you let them do their spiel to you, their whole selling point or whatever. I'm making, they always come with, I'm making all this money. I went from poor to rich. Now I got a house in the hills, and I have this and that, and 3 dogs and 2 cats, and I'm in a wonderful marriage and this and that. And then when they're done, you say, okay, cool. I'll believe everything you're saying once I see your entire credit report. And then they'll turn to you and say, oh, what do you mean? My credit score is good. What are you talking about? I have an 800 or 700. You let them get done with that. And then you say, yeah, I'm not talking about your credit score. I'm talking about your entire credit report. They'll vanish. They'll disappear. I had somebody do that the other day. Email me talking about some MLM. And I said, oh, yeah, I don't do deals unless I see somebody's credit report. He sends me his credit score. I said, no. I said, your entire credit report. Haven't heard from him since. Vanished. Wild Tiger says she was proud of her score, but she got quiet when we compared our total debts. Exactly. God, Wild Tiger, I wish I could have. Okay, Wild Tiger, tell me this, man. Can you describe her face when you said that? What did her eyes look like? What did her facial expression? What did her facial expression look like when you said that? When you said that to her, what did she say? I mean, not what she said. I just want to know what her body demeanor, what did her eyes look like when you said that? You only $9,000 in debt with a 500 credit score. I bet you she would have loved to trade places with you in a minute. Mark says 500K, and I was scared at 51K at Wild Tiger. LJ, SMD family, never again. Hey, Mark, check it out. This is why when you guys come to me, I want you guys to stop. This is what I teach. Stop thinking about money individually. Now, I know that's easy to say. Okay. I know that's easy to say when you're in it. Okay. I know it's easy to say, don't think about yourself, but you must think outside the box. You must understand that you're part of the collective. If everybody didn't agree that this green piece of paper was good for exchanging goods and services, it wouldn't mean nothing. The reason why you believe in this green paper, because we all agree that it's good to trade and buy stuff with it. But other than that, it's just paper. So you must think collectively. Once you're out of the debt matrix, you guys, I promise you, listen to me. I promise you, once you're out of the debt matrix, life is not even expensive at all. It will no longer matter where you live, what part of the city you live in, what kind of car you want to drive, what kind of house you want to buy. It won't matter, because Blue Book value of anything will no longer matter to you. It doesn't matter the housing market prices. It doesn't matter the Blue Book on a car. Those kind of things no longer apply to me. I don't care what area you live in. I don't care if it's Malibu, New York City downtown, brick and mortar, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. None of that matters. I don't care the price of anything. It doesn't matter. That doesn't apply to me. Those of you guys that are listening in the car, those of you guys that are driving Uber, if you turn me on, right, and your passengers are listening, this is what I want you guys. I want you to pay attention to their facial expression as they're listening. Are they receptive? Do they think I'm crazy? Who is this guy? You know, who is he? Do they get mad? See if they get mad at me saying it's just grade school math. I mean, I know this is your business. I know you don't really get involved in that, but just pay attention. Only thing I want you to do is pay attention to the response, and then ask yourself, why are they getting upset? Though it's just mathematics. Why are they upset? Exactly. That's how the system designed it. Mustafa Workman says, so basically, once you ask for the entire credit report and they fail to produce it, do they now know that you know? Let me reread that, because I want everybody to understand, because that's a good question, Mustafa. So basically, once you ask for the entire credit report and they fail to produce, do they now know that you know? Okay. I love the way you put that. Okay, Mustafa. If you asked me, Mustafa, LJ, I need to see your full credit report, I would know that you know. I would know why you're asking that question. The people that don't know, they will look at you weird. The first thing they will do, if you ask that question, Mustafa, the first thing they will do is say, my credit score is this. They always naturally, this is just programming. They will say, oh, my credit score is this. It's 800, 700, whatever. And then you're going to have to stop them and say, no, not your credit score, your entire credit report. If they think it's weird, or if they say no, that's all you need to know at that point, Mustafa. They don't know. That's why they're saying that. They don't know why you're asking that question, because nobody asked that question. That's not a normal question. But if you ask me, Mustafa, I would say, oh, Mustafa knows. That's why he's asking. Sure, I'll show you. You want to see it? I'll just pull it up on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I'll have it right away. That's why I keep posting it up here. When you guys see that, I want you guys to, when you see me do this, right? When you see me do this, ask yourself, why is LJ the only one that shows his entire credit report? Go search the internet. Go search YouTube. Why is LJ the only one that's showing his entire credit report? Because I'm out of the debt matrix. That's it. That's the only reason why I'm showing you guys. I'm out of the debt matrix. And this proves it. Find somebody else that will, first of all, will show you their entire credit report. And then when you see their credit report, see if they have zeros. See it. Wild Tiger says we was talking over the phone when she first made the offer. Then I sent her my credit report via text. Okay. Oh man, so you couldn't see. Okay. Unfortunately, I couldn't see her facial expressions. Okay. Gosh, dog it. But her silence. Okay, check this out, you guys. Listen. Look, Wild Tiger says, I haven't heard from her since. Do you see that, Mustafa? They disappear. They vanish. Boom. And that's exactly what you want, especially when it comes down to business finances. When you start creating your own business, you want to make the people vanish. Vanish. Because they won't understand why you're, what do you mean? I'm not going to do that. No, exactly. Because you're in debt. Mustafa says that Tiger would have made a great American Express commercial. It sure would have. It sure would have. That is funny. Snuggle says, do you think many people in the hood are poor, or are they at the zero mark and they do not understand that they're better off than most? Hey, Snuggles, great question. Oh man. Great question. People in the hood don't really realize they are closer to freedom than most. People with bad credit don't realize they are closer to freedom than most. All that matters is who's closer to zero. My clients, check it out. The clients with the worst credit scores are closer to freedom than the people with the high credit scores. If you're listening to me, listen. If you're listening to me right now and you got a bad credit score, your credit score is 500, 600, and you're feeling bad about that, let me tell you something. The credit score doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is who's closer to zero. Now, this is the example I want you guys to understand it, because feelings really get across to people. All right. Now, add up all, you can do this in your head. Add up all your savings and add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. Add up everything: student loan debt, mortgage debt, collection, add it all up. Now keep that number in your head right now. You can be close. You can just guess it, right? Now, how does that number feel? Does it feel overwhelming? It's like, oh my God, wow. Now, imagine if somebody came across to you and wrote you a check right now for that exact amount. Wrote you a check right now. It said, here, pay off every single penny of your debt right now. Here you go. How would that make you feel? What could you do in life? If all that debt was gone right now, you could do anything, right? You can do anything. You're not locked down to anything, right? How would that feel? What could you do? Would you still be working at the job you're working at today? You probably quit. You probably like, I'm out of here. See ya, right? Now listen to what I'm gonna say to you right now. You guys ready? That's what it feels like to have a net worth of zero. Were you guys able to catch that? That is what it feels like to have a net worth of zero. If you could get approved for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, that's like they're writing you a check so you could have a net worth of zero. Now, of course, you can't bankrupt student loans, so don't put that in there. What I'm saying is that if you didn't have student loans, that's what it feels like to have a net worth of zero. I hope you guys are catching that. Listen to me mathematically. Mustafa says, is there a way that someone doing a credit check on a person can tell when you escape the debt matrix hold? For example, if it was today, I became debt free, can they tell how long you've been debt free? Been free? Can they tell? No, the length doesn't really matter, Mustafa. All they see is zeros. Put it this way, Mustafa, check it out. If you walked into the bank and you were looking for a loan, you were looking to get a mortgage, let's say a mortgage. You were looking to get a mortgage, If you walked into the bank would know that you know. They wouldn't insult you with anything less than the best mortgage on the market. They wouldn't even insult you. How do they know? They look at your credit report and see that you're not in debt trying to get a mortgage. The majority of people are in debt. They're coming to get a mortgage to be even further in debt. The bank understands that if somebody's coming in to get a mortgage and they got student loans that are older than their children and they haven't paid those off, they're definitely not going to pay off a mortgage. They're not. That's mathematically impossible. They're not going to do that. They're not going to pay off their mortgage. If they've had a student loan for 20 years, 10, 20 years, you think they're going to pay off a house in 30? No, they're not. The bank understands this. Trust me. It's just mathematics. It's nothing complicated. It's not complicated. So Mustafa, if you walked into the bank, right, and you had, let's say, 20% down on a house that you want to buy, okay? You walk in and they're going to know that you know. So they're not going to insult you with anything less than the best mortgage on the market. You're not there to cross your fingers hoping that you're going to get approved for the mortgage. You're not walking in hoping that. You're walking in the bank to see if you're going to do business with them. And they know that. You're going to walk in and say, hey, I want to know what kind of interest rates you can give me on the loan, on the mortgage. And if it's not the best rate, you're going to say, sorry, I don't accept that. I'm going to go down to Bank of America, see if they give me a better rate because that's not what I want. Goodbye. But besides that, Mustafa, they're already going to know that you know by looking at your credit report. They're going to see all those zeros and you got 20% cash to put down on the house. They're going to know that you know. It's not even going to be a question. Cosmic Wisdom says debt utilization is what the banks look at. Yeah. You know, hey, Cosmic, that debt to income ratio, all that stupid stuff, that listen to what the exact name of it is, Cosmic. Debt to income ratio. Once you're out of the debt matrix, that ratio doesn't apply to you because it no longer applies to you. Because why? You're not in debt. There is no ratio needed. Why? Because I'm not in debt. So that doesn't apply to me. That debt to income ratio only applies to people in what? Debt. Listen how simple I'm making this sound, you guys, because it is that simple. When I look at the debt to income ratio calculation table thing, that thing seems so, I'm like, wow. They make that thing sound so complicated. Oh, 40% of this, and you take the percentage of that, and your rent, and you include this, and then you take 20%. It is just the craziest nonsense ever. It's designed to be that way for people that don't understand that don't understand it. It is just crazy, crazy, crazy to me. You're like, wow. When you're outside the debt matrix, you go, wow. Because I want to walk into the bank, but I don't know who to ask for, right? I want to get into one of those big bank buildings downtown and go to the top level, walk in there to a big bank official that you probably don't even know the title of their title, and walk in and show them my credit report and say, see, look, man, I understand. Now, can you show me what else I'm not seeing? Please show me what else I'm not seeing, because I promise you guys, listen to me. You must be baby spoon fed this information, because if you get it too fast, you're going to go crazy. You're going to go crazy. If I fed this to you too fast, you will go crazy. It must be spoon fed to you. This freedom is not free. You must pay the cost. It's not free. It's not free. You want to know your cost? You want to know your price to see what it feels like to be financially free? Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals your cost. That's your price. Are you willing to pay it? If not, you'll never know what I'm talking about. You'll never understand what I mean. Ever. Ever. You will never understand what I'm saying to you. It will be mathematically impossible for you to understand what I'm saying. You will never understand what phantom income means, ever. It's only phantom to those in the debt matrix. It's very real. No, you can't touch it. You can't see it, but it exists. It can't even be taxed. It can't even be taxed, but it's real. They call it phantom income because it's only phantom to those who are in debt. R. Carp says, I just came on. I appreciate your knowledge. Thank you, R. Carp. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the SMD family. Welcome. Those of you that are new to my channel, when you come here, you will understand that I'm not belittling anybody. The whole family will tell you in here. Everybody will tell you, no, LJ ain't like that. He wants to help you. They will show you. They will teach you and say, hey, check it out. He's not saying anything offensive. He's just using mathematics. Wild Tiger says, does it matter who the credit card is, though? Bank versus Capital? No. Capital One? No, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is I don't pay annual fees to have a piece of plastic in my pocket. I don't do that. A lot of those airline, check it out. A lot of those airline credit cards, yeah, they say, hey, check it out. You get free points and free trips and free tickets and this and that. But there's an annual fee to have that piece of plastic in your pocket. So if you don't even use it, right? Check it out. Just listen to this, okay? The majority of people are in debt, okay? That means they have to work 40 plus hours a week. How much traveling can you possibly do when you're working 60 hours a week? How much traveling can you possibly do? Hardly any. So what you're going to do is you're going to continue to use that credit card because you're going to be thinking of the points that you're going to be getting, but you're not going to be paying it off in full every month. It's just business. Okay. It's just business. And it's brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at the airline industry. It's business. Okay. Those are feelings, right? They're going to get the credit card. They have in their mind that if they keep using it, they're going to get a free trip somewhere. Free. Nothing's free, okay? But they're going to think they're going to get a free trip, so they're going to use it everywhere, but they're going to be making the minimum monthly payments on it. But they're going to justify in their mind that it's okay because they're getting points. And all the while, they're on top of paying interest and all the other stuff, they're going to be paying a yearly fee just to have that piece of freaking plastic in their pocket. I don't do that. Never. Wild Tiger, you get a card, a regular credit card, not a secure credit card, but make sure it doesn't have any annual fees, okay? Don't do that. Interest rate is not going to matter either, Wild Tiger, because you're going to pay it off. You're going to be paying it off in full every single month. So interest rate of the card also doesn't matter, okay? Cosmic Wisdom says for mortgages, that is, they will let you hang yourself, though. They will tolerate a 40 to 49% debt to income. Exactly. And it's just business. It's just business. If you don't know that you're that deep in debt, the bank is not here to teach people about money. It's here to make money. They're in the business of making money, not teach people about money. If you don't know debt to income ratio applies to you because you're in debt, that's your problem. They're not here to teach you. Debt to income ratio only applies to people who are in debt. Get out of debt, and that no longer applies to you. It's really that simple. None of this is hidden, what I'm telling you guys. Hey, you guys listen to in the car, listen to what I'm saying. Debt to income ratio only applies to people who are in debt. You get out of debt, it no longer applies to you. See how easy that is? Look how easy that I'm saying this to you guys. Are you guys listening? Passengers in the car, are you guys listening? Are you taking an Uber right now to a job that you don't even want to go to? Are they paying for the Uber for you to get there? Probably not. You're paying to go to a place that you don't even want to go to. Why is that? You're in debt. Only people in debt do that. I guarantee you, if you were not in debt right now with about $20,000 saved in the bank that could cover your expenses for a year, you would quit that job so fast your head will spin. I promise you. Mustafa says, I have to run. Thanks for all your assistance, Mr. Young. Keep up the good work. Peace, everyone. Thank you, Mustafa. Have a good one. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you, Nicer. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, you guys. Hit that like. If you haven't checked out that SoloTV84 interview, go check out his channel. Subscribe. Solo's a good dude, man. Good interviewer. Check it out when you get a moment, okay? Go check it out. And I want you to listen mathematically. Try to leave your emotions out of it. Authorized user. Exactly, on the credit card. Exactly. That's what Randy says. Once you're financially free, you would never put anybody's name on your credit report, credit card. You would never do that, ever. Ever. You would never do that, ever. These guys, don't get me wrong, the guys that put this together, they took people with high credit scores that are, this is all they're doing. Listen, you guys, if this is you and you're allowing this, this is all they did. This is why they took advantage of you business-wise. You got a good credit score, but you're deep in debt. That means you have no money. Okay. They're going to bring this person. They're going to charge this person with bad credit. Who knows how much they charge those guys. And then they're going to give you a piece of it for putting this deal together because you need the money to pay your bills, to keep your high credit scores or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? It's just business. They put this together and I don't, okay, the person with the high credit score, they getting money, and the person with the low credit score is getting their credit score increased. So why? So they can get in deeper debt with something else. That's what they want. That's what they want to do, really. That's why people want to increase their credit score so they can go get deeper in debt. Hey, man, I want to increase my credit score because I want to go get a house or I want to go get a car. They're telling you why they want it increased, because they want to go deeper in debt. And they don't even know what they're saying. Don't even know what they're saying. Don't even know. Those are you guys that are listening quietly, right? Because I know there are more people listening than actually interacting. Okay. I know there's more people listening than actually interacting. Yes, yes, I see you guys too. I can feel you guys. I can feel you guys. If you're, let me tell you, you guys that are listening quietly, okay? I know you're struggling. I know you're struggling. You know why you're struggling? Because you know my math is right, but yet you still don't believe it. That's the struggle. You know my math is right, but yet you still don't believe it. That's part of the design. That is part of the design. When you get out of the debt matrix, this is what you'll use. This is what you will see to create a successful business. You will see everything I'm telling you. You will see and understand everything I'm telling you. You will understand what I'm telling you. Wayne says, listening loudly. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne Omega. If you're listening quietly and you're struggling with what I'm saying, you're wondering why you can't in your mind believe it's true, even though you know my math is correct, and you're still having trouble with it. That is by design. The secret to becoming rich is just simply calling it a secret. It's not a secret. All you got to do is make people, all you have to do is make people believe it's a secret. All you have to do is make people believe that they must grind 24 hours a day and work hard for years and years to become rich. None of that is true. That's not true. None of it's true. That's not true. Passengers in the car, you guys listening too? Yeah, I know you're there. I see you. I know the SMD family members put me on so you guys can hear it too. You're probably looking at the radio right now. You're probably looking at the speakers, wondering, how in the hell does he know I'm here? Because 85% of Americans are in debt. They're everywhere. You guys are everywhere. You don't know you're everywhere, but you are. You don't know you're in debt? We can see you. People outside the debt matrix, we can see you. You can't see us. We're invisible to you. I could even tell you who I am. Like I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you who I am. You still can't see me. You can't even understand what I'm saying. You're like, what are you talking about? Now, everybody finances cars. Everybody finances phones. You look at that. Hey, check it out. Check it out. You guys in the cars, okay? Listen. You guys that want, those of you that have that brand new iPhone in your hand, that brand new one, I'm gonna tell you something that you don't know. You know why they keep jacking up the cell phone prices they're up to like over $1,000 right now. They're over $1,000. You know why they're over $1,000? Because they know you don't have $1,000 in your account and you have no choice but to finance it because you are in debt. So you want that phone that bad, that brand new iPhone, so you can show the 3 cameras on the back so everybody will know that you have the new iPhone. That's all part of the plan, you guys. That's all part of the plan. So if you got a new iPhone in your hand right now and you financed it, you're in a debt matrix. Because I want you to ask yourself this question so you can understand. You've been working all your life since age 15. You can't even afford to buy a cell phone with cash? Have you been working for free all your life? You've been a slave? Only slaves work for free. You got the brand new iPhone in your hand and you didn't even have the money for it. Look at it. I want you to look at that phone in your hand, right? Look at that brand new iPhone in your hand. Flip it over. Look at the new 3 cameras on the back so everybody else knows that you got the new iPhone. I want you to look at that phone, and this is what I want you to say to yourself. I didn't have the money for this phone, but yet I have it in my hand. How is that mathematically impossible? How is that mathematically possible? It's not. It's not mathematically possible, but yet you still have it in your hand. How is that? How is that? If you figure that out, you'll be rich. You have the new iPhone in your hand, yet you didn't have the money to buy it. How is that possible? Darnell says, too many feelings. Danielle, excuse me, not Darnell. Danielle Gardner says, too many feelings. Correct. Take your feelings out of your money. Don't care how other people feel about your money. So when Christmas comes up and they're wondering what you're going to buy them, you say, I'm not buying you anything. I have no money. How they feel about it at that point is irrelevant. Who cares what they think? Don't go into debt because somebody else is going to feel better because you buy them a gift. So what? Limit for Life says, hello, LJ, and chat my daughter listening to your video you made dropping gems. Oh, appreciate that. If you guys haven't, I forgot about that. Check out my video. It's an audio only. Okay, it's on the upload, and it's just it's not my face. It's just some like space looking thing that's in the background moving. Right. Check that out. Thank you. Hey, Lemon for Life. How does she respond to dropping gems? I'm very interested in that. Please let me know because I'm curious because I'm noticing that more and more people are introducing their kids to my videos. That's why I don't do a lot of cursing because I don't want to trap myself in a box to where they can't even point their kids to my videos, right? Yes, it is for the adults. And now they make you check to say, hey, this is for above 18 or whatever, right? But it's really for both. So I'm not going to lock my videos to under 18 or whatever. It's for everybody, but I want to make sure parents understand if they direct them to my videos, they can do this with confidence that it's not going to be any racial bias, any cursing, any political. It's just mathematics. So let me know, Lemon for Life. How did your daughter respond to listening to that? I want to know. Kev says, man, I'm so glad I ran into you. Thank you, Kev. Appreciate it, man. Do you mind telling me how you found me? Nicer says, welcome at Kev. Welcome to Kev. This is the SMD family, Kev, SMD. This is where you can come and ask any financial question you wish. Nobody here is going to make you feel dumb for asking it. Nobody's going to make you feel dumb for not even knowing it. Only people in the debt matrix do things like that. Lemon for Life says she's telling her mom to listen. It makes sense. LJ voice. Sense. CENTS. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, Lemon for Life. I love that, man. I ain't gonna lie. You guys have no idea how what this whole thing is turning into. It's crazy how it's transforming into something that I couldn't even see, right? I couldn't even see that what it's going to turn into. I couldn't even see it. It's just amazing. You know, I'm getting more and more parents telling me that they are letting their kids listen to what I'm saying. This is generational. This will change generations. And I know when you hear me, you're like, hey man, Linnell's disturbing the whole ecosystem. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is way bigger than me. I'm like this. You guys don't understand this. This is huge what I'm sharing with you guys, but I'm only like this. I'm brand new in this. Look at me like, even though, yeah, I'm out of the debt matrix, but I want you guys to understand in the grand scheme of things, I'm probably about 8 years old. In the bigger scheme of things, I'm about 8. Okay, I'm about 8 years old. All right, I'm still learning. I'm out of diapers, but I'm still young. Okay. Ill Will says, I have to run, bro. Catch you on the flip side. Thank you, Ill Wills. Thank you. Appreciate all your help as always. I'm looking for that interview that we talked about. I'm not going to announce that yet until I hear back from him. But once I do, hey, you guys are going to know. Mark says, no Christmas for me. I'm broke. Exactly, Mark. Say that. You say it loud and proud. When you're financially free, let me tell you guys something. When you're financially free, you don't care how other people feel. You don't care about how other people feel with your money. You don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hey, how come you're not buying any Christmas gifts? I'm broke. Hey, how come you're not going on this vacation trip with us? Because I'm broke. What do you mean? I mean, that means I have no money to buy tickets to go anywhere. I'm broke. Oh man, you only live once. You only live once. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to live broke once. I know I only live once and I don't want to live it broke. That's why I'm not going. Mission 31 says, I'd rather buy Apple stock than buy the new iPhone. I have the iPhone 6 paid off and never finance a phone. Exactly, Mission 31. Invest in Apple stock. They are doing it big. Actually, all the cell phone companies are doing it big. People don't even in the debt matrix. People in the debt matrix don't even see what they're doing. They're jacking the phone prices so high. They're damn near the same price as laptops now, right? They're jacking them so high. They know people are not going to be able to afford to buy those phones cash. Their only choice will be to finance those phones. I mean, they have a choice, but they don't know they have a choice. But they're going to finance those phones. You guys, listen. If you have check it out. This is where you come to get the real advice. If you have the brand new iPhone in your hand and you didn't have the money for it, you are in the debt matrix. You're in the debt matrix. Check it out. Forget being upside down in a car. You're upside down in a cell phone. You're paying a monthly price on something that's not even worth the price that you're paying. You are upside down on a cell phone. And for those of you that don't understand what upside down mean. Don't feel bad about it. This is the place. This is the safe zone. Okay, listen. That means you owe more on the phone than what it's actually worth. And you're probably going to do it for 2 years. And then they keep you in that cycle. Hey, trade in your old phone, get credit, and get a new phone. Yeah, they're trapping you in the system. They're trapping you. You're in the debt matrix. Limit for Life says she has some of her friends in school talking about math and money. Seriously, I appreciate you. Oh, man. Wow, man. Hey, Limit for Life, I appreciate you, man. I really do. I thank you for sharing that with me. I want you guys, check it out. Email me. I want you guys on the show. Now, you don't necessarily have to come on camera. You can just use your voice. You don't even have to turn on the camera, right? But I want other people to hear your experiences of what you guys doing. This can't be scripted. I just want you to come on and let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about your experiences since you've been listening to me. Everybody needs to hear it. Everybody needs to hear this. Wayne Omega says, got my son listening with me right now. Check it out. Good. Hey, check it out, son. Wayne Omega's son, listen. You want to be ahead of the game? Because you can hear me. You can hear me understand what I'm saying. You remember the math you learned in grade school? That's all you need to know to be rich. That's it. Done. When you become grown, right? You become on your own. Never forget that. Every time you buy something, you use mathematics that you learned right now in grade school. And always apply it. I'm gonna give you the tools to becoming rich right now, young man. Check it out. I'm talking to you. Always use math on your finances and never, ever, ever, ever finance anything that goes down in value. Anything. A house is an exception, but anything below a house, you never finance and you will be rich. Oh, he's 19. Oh, cool. He's still closer to mathematics in grade school than us. So he still remembers. Use the grade school math use the math that you learned in grade school. Always apply to your finances. Don't listen to your friends. Okay. Don't listen to them. They're going to think you crazy. They're going to tell you everybody finances cars. Everybody finances phones. Everybody does this. Remember this. They're talking about everybody in the debt matrix. When you hear the word everybody, right away, you know that's not true because everybody would include me, right? When they say everybody, you already know that they're not telling the truth because that's not true. You just think to yourself, no, my dad showed me LJ on YouTube. He said he doesn't finance phones, so they got to be lying. That's not true. It's not everybody. It's everybody in the debt matrix. You apply that and you never finance anything. And check it out. When you want the car that you want, I'm not saying not be 19 and enjoy your life. This is what I want you to do. Whatever that car is in your head that you want to buy one day, this is all you got to do. This is all you got to do. Say like the car you want is $20,000, okay? Never forget the majority of Americans are in debt. 85% of Americans are in debt. You save up about $15,000, $12,000, and then you take that cash and go buy the car you want from somebody in credit trouble for half the price. Did you hear what I said? Save up the money and go buy that car that you want for half the price from somebody in credit trouble. And then you get to live your 19-year-old life. Everybody in the debt matrix is going to think you're rich, you're making money, this and that, whatever. They don't realize that you're buying everything with cash for half the price. That's it. Check it out, 19-year-old. Check this out. This is what they don't see when they finance cars. When you walk on a car lot, it's the price of the car plus tax. It's the price of the car plus tax. If you paid the cash, that's all you're paying. But if you finance it, guess what? Not only are you financing the car, you're financing the taxes too. You're financing the car and you're financing the taxes too. If I knew this at 19, damn. If I knew this at 19, man, I would have skipped so many hurdles. Ooh. Oh, man. Thank you, Nicer. You guys need to go check out that video. She put it up there. There's the link. Check it out. I was on one that night. I was in my mode right there. I had to tell you guys this. Just take out the video so when you guys see me, take out the video part so you guys can just really just listen to my words. Lemon for Life says, my son asked his moms, do you know 5th grade math? Ooh, oh boy. Well, she's probably not gonna say nothing because that's her son. You know, she's probably not gonna really take offense to it. But I mean, I know it sounds offensive, but it's really not. But people just take offense to it. It's not. Ooh, man. What did your son say? How did his mother respond? I'm curious. How did his mother respond to that? Cosmic Wisdom says, the only thing I'm getting for Christmas is to pay off my credit card and get this LLC filed. Exactly. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Cosmic Wisdom. Merry Christmas to you. And that's the only Christmas you care about. Believe that. Wild Tiger says, I'd rather be poor at 0 than broke at negative 20,000. You're even a Wild Tiger. You're even saying that wrong. You're not poor. You're free. If you're at 0, you are free. You're not poor. Poor is just a mindset. That's just a word. That's just a word they use in the debt matrix. It's just a word. You are free, Wild Tiger. If you're at 0, you are free. Reality of Fitness. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. That is a great excuse for me to tell my wife, my girlfriend, and my baby mama, I'm broke, no gifts. Oh, you a fool, man. You are a fool. And you're gonna say it right here on the live too, right? Yeah, okay. Watch Reality Fitness disappear. Hey man, what happened to Reality? I don't know, man. He posted something on LJ's site and he just vanished. And next thing, nobody's ever seen him since. Oh man. Hey, Reality of Fitness, check it out. I have no problem telling people, no. Nope. I'm not. You buying anything? No, I'm not. What are you doing? I'm putting all my money into my business. I'm creating this. This is my investment. This is my investment. I'm not doing anything. Christmas. Oh man, you ain't gonna do nothing for Christmas? No, I'm not. No. No, I'm not. Oh, Kev, you okay? So you found me from my Omi video. Okay, it just clicked, right? And check it out, Kev. I want you to notice something on that video too. All right, and I know when I make those videos, I know the people that are ready to hear it will hear it. Okay, but check it out. I want you to notice in the comments how many people say, "Oh my God, this was 3 hours video. This is a 3-hour video, right?" I mean, I don't respond to it. It doesn't matter, right? But I want to go, did you watch the 3 hours? Or did you just look at the time? And even if they looked at the time, for some reason they had the right to tell me that it was 3 hours. Yeah, I know it was 3 hours. Why are you telling me that? Why are you telling me it's something that I created that I know it was 3 hours? Why are you telling me that it's 3 hours? I already know it's 3 hours, but they just had to say it. They have to say it. All of it counts. All of it counts in the analytics. When they leave a comment, it is a plus for me in the total analytics of YouTube. It is. It all counts. So when they leave that, hey, great. I'm glad you left your comment. Thank you. That helps me. Oh, from the old me video. Oh, hey, Kev, I got so many videos, man. I be forgetting the titles of my videos. I got a lot of videos. Will S, that new Samsung 10 Plus 5G is $1,300 and they finance it for 36 months. The Verizon rep says insane, right? Exactly. If the majority of people are in debt, you think they're walking in dropping $1,300 for a cell phone? That's not happening. Now, not just $1,300, $1,300 plus tax. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I want you guys to listen. Do you really think they're making that phone for $1,300? It doesn't cost them $1,300 to make that phone. It probably cost them at least probably $200 or $300, maybe, whatever. A cell phone? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But they just made people believe it does. And they're not, people can't, if people barely have $100 in their savings account, right? You think they can't drop $1,300 for a cell phone. That's not happening. That's why the price of cell phones are the way they are, because people will finance them. It is a brilliant, brilliant plan. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Man, this system is lovely, man. Limit for Life. She told him she has a diploma and a degree. He told her, why did she finance things? Hey, check it out. Limit for Life. You better not be trying to get me in trouble with his mama. Okay? Because the first thing she's probably going to ask him, hey, where you learning all this stuff? Your daddy? No, not my dad. My dad pointed me to this guy on the YouTube. I don't want her mad at me. Okay. I don't want her mad at me. All right. All right. You tell your son to tell you, hey, I learned this from my dad. Okay. Reality of Fitness says it is a joke, sir. I don't have it. No, I know you're joking, Reality Fitness. I know you don't. I know you're joking. I thought it was funny. I think it's funny. Oh man. I think it's hilarious. Thank you, Reality. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir. Limit for Life says 14-year-old son is asking questions and confirming money is easy to manage. Exactly. Especially if they learn at that age, Limit for Life. Once you learn what I'm teaching you, it's impossible to unlearn. You can't unlearn it. You will not unlearn it. Nicer says, when is that LJ and Reality of Fitness interview going to happen? I don't know. That's up to Reality of Fitness. Hey, Reality of Fitness, we need to schedule an interview, man. You let me know when you're ready. I'm ready for anybody. Anybody that's ready to come on the show, you just let me know the date and the time, and we're going to do this. I want other people to see and hear real other people that have learned, that are understanding what I'm saying. And so you can, I want you to tell the story to the viewers, to the people, your side of it. I want them to hear everything from your words. I want you to explain to them how your life has been since your eyes have been opened up. I want you to explain it to them. Young Lion, what's up, Linnell? I'm a young man with a similar name who's here for the advice and wisdom. Welcome. Welcome. The younger, the better. You know why? Because you're closer to grade school math than most. You're welcome. How did you find me, by the way, Young Lion? How'd you find me? Tom Petty says, hey, SMD family. Hope you're all having a weekend thus far. Having a great weekend, I'm sure he meant to say. Thank you, sir. Reality of Fitness. Welcome to the SMD family, Young Lion. Welcome. Limit for Life says, I told him this stuff. Okay. Hey, man, I don't want your kid's mama being mad at me, okay? Because you coming, here you are. Think about it this way, Young for Life. Check it out. Limit for Life, not Young for Life. Limit for Life. Check it out. It's almost like religion. You find something and it just clicks and you just want to share it with the world. But if you sharing it with somebody that's been in the debt matrix all their life, they're going to take offense to it. Even though you can prove it with mathematics, they're still going to take offense to it. Your sons just got to start living the debt-free life, and their mother's going to naturally see it, right? And they're going to say, she's going to naturally say, what are you guys doing that's different than everybody? And then the sons are going to say, because we're debt-free, Mom. That's why. We're not doing anything special. We're just not living in debt. Nicer says, hey, sweetheart, I'm not sure but I would definitely be interested in an interview. Hey, Reality Fitness, all you got to do is, hey, let me know a date and time. Let me know a date and time you want to do it. Email me and let me know. I'm ready for you, especially for people like you, man. I think people will gain some wisdom from your words. Trust me. Kev says, I never took out a loan before and I just got my first credit card. And that's okay. Kev, I got one credit card, okay? Kev, this is what my credit report looks like having one credit card, okay? That's what it looks like with having one credit card. That's my credit score. Look at all those beautiful zeros. That's what you want to focus in on. Yeah, credit score is it's good, whatever, right? But that's what you want to focus in on. One credit card has got me that type of score. Pay it off in full every single month. You pay that credit card off in full every single month. This is what I do. And look at my credit score. But focus in on all those beautiful zeros. Aren't they beautiful? For those of you that are in the car, I'm going to read them off to you because I know you guys can't see me, okay? Home loans, 0. Auto loans, this is money owed, 0. Other loans, 0. Student loans, 0. Collections, 0. Credit cards, 644. But again, I spend money on my credit card and I pay it off in full. So don't ignore that number, okay? Ignore it. Young Lion says, I watched both videos from Solo's interview and I'm 20 years old and left college and I'm trying to learn financial things. Hey, check it out. You're young, okay? You're 20. This is the time to experiment what you want out of life. All you got to do, you know how you can do it freely? Stay out of debt. Stay out of debt, Young Lion. Stay out of debt. And never, ever finance anything. Don't finance anything and you will be rich. You'll be able to live the life you want right now. You don't have to go to college. That's not true. You can go to college when you feel like it, when you're ready. You get out in the world, figure out what you want to do. And if it takes college to do it, say like you get out in the world and you decide you want to be a brain surgeon. Of course you got to go to school. Of course. You got to go to college to do it. Okay. Things that are necessary. You want to be a lawyer? Of course, you got to go to college, okay? But you don't have to do it wrong. You can go to college. You're focused. If you have to get student loans, get student loans. But as soon as you graduate, land that good job, you continue to live the way you've been living before, and you pay off that student loan, every penny of your student loan before you buy anything, okay? DTN. Professional Window Cleaning says, on the way to Jacksonville, Florida. What's up, Linnell and the chat room? Hell, what's up, Ulysses? Snuggles says, how long did it take you to own your home? I don't own a home, Snuggles. I don't own a home at all. I rent. All my money is going into my business. I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying nothing. Every penny, all my donations go right back into this business. That will come after this blows up. You see that, Young Lion? It's all love here. SMD family. T-shirts coming soon. I'm gonna print up a couple and I'm gonna do a couple giveaways, okay? I gotta just locate a place. I'm not gonna do it online right now. I'm gonna just go to some local place around here, just print up about 10 or 20 of them, right? Just to see how they sell. I'm gonna wear them around town just to see the reactions from people. I'm gonna give out the first ones that I print up. I'm gonna just get X amount of small, X amount of medium, X amount of large, or X amount of extra large. I'm gonna get a few in each of those categories, and I'm gonna just give them away. And I want you guys to wear them, right? And I want you to tell me the responses that you get from them. Of course, you got to pay shipping and handling. I'm not gonna ship it to you at my cost. You guys just pay the shipping and handling and get it. But I want you to tell me the responses that you guys get from them. Okay. Nicer says, tell Snuggles how your rent is set up, LJ. My rent is set up like this, Snuggles. I pay my rent by the year. Okay. By paying it by the year, I get a free month. Okay. So even though I have a year lease, right? I'm really only paying for 11 months. So that's that's money in my pocket that the month I don't have to pay. So if everybody in the whole complex is paying month to month, they're paying more than me because I get a month free because I pay by the year. See what I'm saying? That's how you do it. So once you're financially free, that's not anything. I know it seems like it would be a lot of money, but you're gonna pay it anyway. And when you're financially free, you have money in the bank, and then you just walk up and say, "Hey, check it out. Yeah, I want to live here. Yep. What can I get a month free if I pay the whole year?" Not many places are going to turn that down. I promise you, they're not gonna turn. Now you don't even have to think about your rent for a whole year. The only thing you have to think about now is just your water bill, your electric. That's it. That's it. Tom Petty says, after finding out about my high interest rate on my car loan, it is a smart idea for me to refinance through a credit union. Nope. Nope. Refinancing is not free. Okay. This is what you gotta think about, Tom. This is what I think. How many years you got left? How many years you have paid in? How far are you upside down? Counting on how far you guys, check it out. This is for everybody, not just for Tom. If you are so far upside down in your car that you know you'll never pay it off, I would let it get repossessed. I would, because it takes about, I'm assuming that it takes, if you stop making payments, how many months does it take before they actually come out and repossess it? 3? Hey, Wild Tiger, do you know that answer? How long does it usually take for the bank to repossess a person's car due to non-payments? How many months? I'm assuming 3 months, maybe. But you got to remember, if you are upside down in a car and you have a high interest rate on your car and it's like 84 months, the people that financed that car for you, they knew the risk they were taking. That's why you must remove your feelings out of it. They knew what they were doing to you. It's business. It's nothing personal. I would let it get repossessed. I would take 3 months that I'm not paying, and I would go buy a $1,500 to $2,000 car with cash from somebody in credit trouble. Stop thinking that you for $2,000 that you're going to get a bucket. No, you're not. You're going to you're going to get a $5,000 car for $2,000 from a person that is in credit trouble, just like you. They're going to need that money. Okay, so Wild Tiger says 3 months. So you stop making the payments, you save that money for those 3 months of car payments, and then you go and look for a car that you buy for $2,000. This is for a couple of reasons. Now, once you go buy, you own the car, number one. Number two, you don't have to have full coverage. You can drop your insurance down. You can drop it down. You don't have to have all that full coverage anymore because that's just a requirement by the bank. Trust your driving record. Okay. If you haven't hit nobody in years, if you haven't gotten an accident in years, trust your driving record. Okay. Those are your odds. Oh, do I need full coverage insurance? Let me think about my driving record. Nope. I've never hit anybody for years. Go with your driving record. Wild Tiger says, have I ever got 2 months free? No, I haven't done it very long. Wild Tiger. I haven't done that very long. So, but I want to, if I move or it counts on my next fine. If this blows up, I'm not going to rent another place. I'm gonna buy a house. Okay. So I'm not going to be renting anymore. All right. Wild Tiger says that's when the Wild Tiger says that's when the hunt begins after 3 months of payments. It depends on how good the debtor can hide the car. But check it out. If this is you, don't hide your car. You call them and tell them. They're going to call you and threaten you to come pick it up. You tell them where to pick it up at. Get all your stuff out, clear it out, put it in a place where the tow truck can easily have access to it. You call the people and tell them where it's going to be at. It's going to be here. Make sure there's no cars in front of the car. Make sure the tow truck can just pull up. You can get it very easily. Call the bank and say, hey, the keys are going to be here. It's right here. Come pick it up. They're going to think that's weird. They're going to think that is weird, but it's not weird to you. You're going to be like, hey, here it is. No, I'm not trying to hide it. It's not in the garage. Hey, if you want to knock on the door, let me know if you need some help to hook it up to the truck, whatever. You say, here, take it. And then let them take it. Yes, there's probably going to be a balance, but it's not going to be as much as the balance is if you try to pay off that car with your money. It's not going to be even close. Don't even worry about that. That's a whole different process. It's going to take them time. They might not even come after you because they're going to be like, oh, we already know this person's broke. That's why they accepted this type of loan in the first place. They're not going to get blood from a turnip, right? They probably won't even come after you. If they're saying, oh, man, this person let the car be repossessed, they'd be like, oh, man, it's going to cost us more to get the lawyers and do all this other stuff. Forget it. They can have it. Whatever. Cosmic Wisdom says they have GPS on these new cars. Ain't nowhere to hide. Exactly. That's true. But if you guys do what I say, you're not going to worry about hiding. You're going to call them and tell them where the car is at. Let them know, hey, it's clear too. So it's the tow truck driver can back right up and get it. He won't have any problems. He can turn on his lights, turn on the beeping, everything. Nobody's going to come out and attack him. You're going to say, okay, see you later. Thanks. Bye. Reality of Fitness says respectful correction, sir. Not if you blow up, but when you blow up. Exactly. Thank you, sir. You're right. Wrong words. Sorry, universe. I didn't mean to say that. Reality of Fitness checked me. When I blow up. Sorry, universe. When I blow up. Exactly. Reality Fitness. Thank you, sir, for correcting me. And when I do things like that, Reality Fitness, you don't even have to say respectfully. I already know what you mean. Okay. Wild Tiger says most people I used to deal with repossessing cars still claim they own the car. Exactly. Exactly. They don't make the payments, but yet they still believe they own it. It doesn't even make any sense. That's debt speak. That's debt talk. That's debt talk. Okay, Tom Petty says 3 years left equal 10K. 3 years in, 11K paid cash. Gosh, I want to. However, my ex co-signed for the car with me, so I would feel horrible. Oh my goodness, Tom, Taraj. Oh man, you keep digging it deeper. I get it now. Oh man, shoot. What would I do in that situation? Let me think about this one. Okay, you co-sign, somebody co-signed for it. Oh, a repossession would go straight on their car, on their report. Oh my goodness. All right, Tom, Taraj, check it out, man. You and I already discussed the numbers on that car. You already know what you're going to be doing. You're going to be paying. When you pay that car off, man, you already know you're going to be paying way more than what the car is worth, okay? Since somebody co-signed for you, it's a feeling. It's still a feeling, but it's their credit, okay? I'm not saying screw the person. I'm not doing that because they will never understand why you would do something that I'm telling you to do. So right now, man, you have no choice but to buckle down and pay that car off, man. You can't do another person dirty. You're going to have to feel this pain of this mistake, okay? I didn't know you had a cosigner, so I don't suggest doing that to the person. Pay it off. Never do it again. Yeah, you're going to have to eat it. Yeah, you're going to have to eat it. Yeah, you're going to have to eat it. The car was 13, but after taxes, it was 16. Exactly. And guess what? You financed the taxes too. Yeah, not only did you pay taxes, like everybody has to pay taxes, but everybody doesn't have to finance taxes. That's a choice. Wild Tiger says they would be in their feelings and ask me how are they going to get to work? I know exactly. What do you mean? What do you mean? You got to, in order for you to get to work, you have to pay your car note. It's like if I was a tow truck driver, I'd be like, why are you asking me? I don't get it. Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me? Hello, Nicole. I see you out there. I see you out there, Nicole. Welcome. I've been loving your stories, Nicole. That is some funny stuff you've been telling me. Cosmic Wisdom says, never co-sign, folks. Don't ever do that. Don't ever co-sign for nobody. I don't even, hey, check it out, co-sign wisdom. Not co-sign. Co-sign wisdom. Cosmic Wisdom, check it out. I don't even allow myself to be a reference when somebody finances a car. I had a family member try to use me as a reference when they're financing a car. I said, nope, don't you put me on as a reference. No, sir. I don't want to give them a legal right to be calling me when you stop making the payments. No, sir. Nope. I said, take me off. They were like, thank you, sir. Okay, see you later. Wild Tiger says it's as if they ride around in the car for a couple of years out of their 6-year loan, and now magically the car is owned by the time rather than the money. Owned by time. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Owned by time rather than money. Okay. They probably really do. They probably really do. You missed that job, Wild Tiger, man. Man, it sounded like you were in that truck 24 hours a day, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's a risky job, man, because those people really believe that car is theirs. And here you are, a tow truck driver, not even armed, with a person that might even shoot you for trying to take their car. Man, I've been seeing them videos on YouTube. That is crazy. Dark Man Jeff, I see that happening way too often. So many people hiding their cars at their at their relative's house. God, that is crazy. Is that a Wild Tiger? Is that normal what Dark Man Jeff says? People be hiding their cars at people's houses and stuff like that. Is that normal? God, that is crazy. Hiding something that doesn't even belong to them. Oh my goodness, man. It is worse than I thought, man. Oh. BMW drivers are the worst. That is funny. Look at Wild Tiger about to be an SMD cat repo guy. Hey, you know what? You can be an SMD part of the SMD family and be a repo guy, man. It's just business. It's just business. That's it. Tom Petty says, yeah, that's what I figured. And she's such a nice person, and we've helped each other out so much. There's no way I could do her like that. Yeah, you're right, Tom. You're right. You can't do her like that. You can't do her like that. You have to go ahead and bite the bullet, pay it off as fast as you can. You follow the plan first. The car is the last on the list. I still want you to follow the plan, but when you get down to the car, you do extra jobs, you do everything it takes to pay that car off as fast as you possibly can, okay? And never do that again. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Reality of Fitness. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Wild Tiger says, a lady pulled a gun out on me. Are you serious? That's debt matrix crazy to the fullest. You're going to pull a gun out on somebody over something that doesn't even belong to you, but in your mind, you believe it does. So you pull out a gun out on somebody? No, sir. I ain't risking that. No, sir. Yes, people hide cars all the time. Just think, you're driving down the street, the freeway. You have no idea how many people are in the car, the very car that they're hiding from the repo man. Who in the hell want to even live like that? You're nervous about, you can't even park your car. You can't even park your car at your house. And people think that is normal. Tom says, I'm going to just keep paying it off. Lesson learned. Exactly. Yeah, don't do her like that, because especially if she doesn't understand the reason why you would do it, right? I mean, it really doesn't matter, because it would hurt her credit, okay? And you don't want to do that, all right? And there's no reason to explain it. You just bite the bullet, pay it off, be done with it, eat it. Write down hey, Tom, make sure you write down the numbers so you can see what you're paying. Write that number down, keep it somewhere. So every time you think about it, it'll keep you from doing that ever again. Just think, man, this car was worth this, but I paid that. I'll never do that again. Snuggle says, I thought they said owning a house was better, or am I wrong? I thought they said owning a house was better, or am I wrong? Yeah, I mean, it counts on what you mean by owning a house. What are you talking about? Are you talking about a mortgage, or are you talking about a house that you don't have a mortgage? Because if you have a mortgage, you're not a homeowner, you're a loan owner. Don't confuse loan owner with homeowner. If you have a mortgage, you are a loan owner. Loan owner. You're not a homeowner. Okay, so don't get confused. And it's only two ways to correctly buy a house. The number one way is cash. Number two, the best mortgage on the market, whatever that is. the best mortgage on the market is the only way to buy a house. Cash, the best mortgage on the market. That's it. Anything below that, you're not ready to buy a house. Uh-oh, somebody's battery's dying. Nicer, your battery dying? Is that why you're leaving? We're going to leave that joke alone because Nicer is her battery, man. We're going to leave that alone. Nicer's battery's always dying. Wild Tiger says, I would pull up to the apartment complex and people would get in their cars and drive off like cockroaches when the light come on. Oh, my God. Ain't that messed up? And Wild Tiger, they don't even know they're doing that. They don't even know they're doing that. They're driving off in the cars. They should be embarrassed, but they believe it's normal. Reality of Fitness says to Tom, respect, bro. It is good that you understand that it is your bullet to bite, bro. Unfortunately, you got to eat it. Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead and eat that bullet, man. And just you never forget. It's all part of the process too, man. It's all, you feel the pain, so you'll never forget that pain ever again. You'll never forget that pain ever. Tom says, okay, we'll do. Following the plan is tough. Saved 500 so far, but needed only because I want to pay off stuff off. However, I know I have to start that money first. You do. It's all, follow the plan, man. I promise you, you'll be free. This is what I did. I know it works because I did it. Dave Ramsey is my mentor. I want you to understand, Dave Ramsey, he doesn't know he's my mentor, but he is. I just followed what he said. He's a religious guy, so I just removed the religion because that really has nothing to do with me in my mind. That's just his preference, okay? And I'm not saying, hey, he should be talking. No, that's his platform. He wants to talk about religion. He just talk about religion, whatever. But in my platform, I understand that religion has nothing to do with money. Nothing at all. Nothing. Okay. I took what I learned from Dave. I simplified it even more so you guys can understand. I guarantee you, if you listen to what I say, right? Listen to how I teach, and then you go back to Dave Ramsey's channel, I guarantee you will understand him even more clear than what you did before. You will understand him clearly. You will clearly understand that he's not talking, he's not mean to people, he's just straight to the point because it's just mathematics. That's it. Nothing more than that. 3%. Nicer says she has 3% battery. Nicole says, Nicer, get your charger. Don't leave. Hey, Nicole, she doesn't have a fast charger, she says. She doesn't have a fast charger. So it still goes down even when it's plugged in. James Stokes says, I've seen people get 2008 car repoed. Exactly. If you're in a 2008 and you get that repoed, you're in financial trouble. You are in the debt matrix. That's where you live. You know, it's so funny. Let me tell you guys, that SMD family, you know how many people I hear always say, damn, L, your videos are like 3 hours. It's weird for me to hear them say that because am I forcing you to stay here for 3 hours? I'm not. There's people that love my 3-hour videos. They love it. That's why I do them. If people didn't love it, I wouldn't do them. It is so funny to me. It's like you see the comments. Oh my God, this is 3 hours. I want to just write under that comment. Did you stay 3 hours or did you just see the time and just said, hey, I want to leave a comment saying it's 3 hours, something that I already know is 3 hours. Why are you telling everybody? Why are you telling people that what they already know? It doesn't make any sense. They just want to say something. It is the funniest thing. They just want to say something. But I love it when they leave a comment because it adds to the algorithms. It adds to the analytics of my channel. Thank you. Long as they're not coming on there, F you in your channel. Long as they're not doing that, I leave the comments. I'm not removing anything. I'm not even going to respond to them. Who cares what you think? If I come across a video on YouTube and I'm looking at the video on YouTube and it's that long, I'm not going to say, hey, I'm leaving here because your video is 3 hours. I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to say anything. It doesn't even make any sense. Nicer says, The YouTube apps says your charger. Your charger. Tom says to Nicer, see, I gave you the benefit of the doubt, and like clockwork, your phone is going dead. Oh, man. Wild Tiger says 2002 Chevy Impala is the oldest car I repossessed in 2018. Damn, you repossessed a 2002? Do you guys see, when you guys get out of the debt matrix, do you see how successful you will be in your business? Do you see it? Now that sounds bad if you're in it, getting your car repossessed, but if you're outside the debt matrix and you're selling people cars that old and they're still getting repossessed, you are making money. You are making bank. You are making bank. If you hear what I'm saying, right, all you got to do is go to my website right now and sign up yourself, set up your own time, your own date and time, all yourself, and let me know when you want to talk for your free 30-minute consultation. That's all you got to do. Just go to my website, click on book free consultation, and set up your own time, and then we'll talk. I'll help you free. I promise I will create I will create a plan for you to become financially free. Tell him, Tom. Tom, tell him. You probably didn't like the words that were coming out of my mouth, Tom, right? But you could clearly see that the plan made sense. How? Because of math. Snuggle says, when I was talking about the house, I was talking about investment and stuff like that. Yeah, a house is an investment if it's a rental property. Okay, your home, an asset is a money generating thing. So your home is really not an asset if you're making mortgage payments. You're paying to keep it. Okay, and even if you own it, you're paying taxes. Okay, so it's not it. If a paid off house is a guaranteed asset. Okay, because it's something that you can sell. Just if you got in trouble, you can say, I'm selling X so I can get some money. It's guaranteed money. It's sitting there. Only God can make more land. Okay. Only God can do that. Okay. So that's guaranteed money. If you have a paid off house, that is guaranteed money. You can guarantee yourself to get a loan from the bank. You can guarantee money. If you sell it, it's guaranteed money. Nicole says, Nicer, get a new phone charger, get a new phone and charger, but pay cash for it. Exactly. Get on Amazon, type in refurbished cell phones or refurbished phone that you want to get, refurbished Note 8 or whatever, right? And get it for half the price. Tom Petty says that Reality of Fitness, I'm big on accepting responsibility for my actions and how they may or may not affect others. Exactly. And that's how you live, Tom. That's how you live, man. You just live with respect and your rep, and people will see it and they will trust you, right? Now, when you come out, check it out. I know when you've been in the workplace all your life, not you, Tom, just everybody, okay? When you've been out in the work business place all your life and not your job, you've been working a job all your life and you decide you want to come out here and do a business, the only thing you're really thinking is about, I got to make money. I want to sell. But the first step I've learned personally, I must have people trust me first. For them to buy anything from me, they must trust me first. They must trust to say, if I give Linnell my money, if I send him money or whatever, then I'm going to get what I asked for and don't have to think about it. Right now, people that understand me and trust me, they know if they send me their money, I'm going to give them what they're asking for. There's not a doubt, not a sort of, not a maybe. You're going to get what you're asking for. You're going to get the service that you're asking for. I'm not just going to take your money and leave. It's going to be like, okay, this is what you're going to get. Do you understand what you're getting? Yes. This is what you got to do. Yes. Okay, cool. Reality of Fitness says, I'm still waiting for the t-shirt printer to email me back. Okay, cool. Due to Thanksgiving, that they should contact me this weekend or the first week. Okay, the first of next week. Okay, cool, man. I appreciate it. I know it's that time. These months are just, Thanksgiving and then Christmas is on top of that. People are all just wrapped up in this stuff. So I get it. Young Lion says, I still use an iPhone 6S. People are really financing phones like my sister, but she doesn't care. Exactly. And I want you to pay attention to that, Young Lion, because your sister's not alone. People don't care about financing cell phones. They don't care. Long as they get the latest and greatest, long as they get to show everybody that they got the new one. Apple is brilliant. Apple is brilliant. You know what they did? Check out what they did. Young Lion, I want you to pay attention to this. You notice how the camera is different back? The camera is different on the back of the iPhone now. You know why they did that? Not only to improve the camera, but everybody can see by looking at the back, because everybody got covers. So the color of an iPhone really doesn't matter because everybody must buy a cover, right? But everybody can see on the back of your phone, if you got the new camera lenses, they know you have the latest iPhone. Apple is brilliant. Brilliant. Soon as they look on the back of that new iPhone, everybody knows that you have the newest one. And if you don't, you have the old camera. They're like, oh, you got the old phone. Look at your camera. So the people in the debt matrix, oh, you can't be caught with the old iPhone. Oh, no, we have to upgrade, period. Tom Petty says, for me personally, I was open and ready to learn the first time I heard you on SoloTV84. I kind of woke up. If anything, I was shocked and alarmed that I was so unaware of so many simple things. Exactly. Okay, I like the way you put that, Jiraj. I like the way you put that, man, because that's exactly what that's exactly what I'm trying to bring across. How simple this is. How when you see, like, when you add up the total of your car, right? How you didn't see that before. You're like, how did I miss that? And it's so simple to see. Like when you just add it up and add up the months, you could like, wow, yeah, I've been paying more than what the car is worth. And if I go all the way to the end, I'm gonna down there be paying double. Exactly. You'll never, hey, Taraj, I guarantee you'll never let that happen again. You'll never, ever, ever let that happen again. And you riders in the car, you guys listening? You got that? Did you cop that new iPhone? Did you get it? Did you pay cash for it? Probably not. It's damn near $1,500. You're in a debt matrix. You financed a cell phone and you're proud of it. You're showing all your friends. Look at my new cell phone. You pay cash for it? No, but I have it. Exactly. That's nothing to be proud of. I promise you it's not, because you don't know if people like me are around you. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, I don't care what you think. Exactly. That's why we're going to be rich forever, because you don't care what we think. That's a plus for us. If somebody turns to me and said, I don't care what you think, Linnell, I'm going to continue to finance phones. You know what I'm saying in my mind? Thank you. Keep thinking the way you're thinking. That's how I'm going to remain free. That's how I'm going to remain wealthy, because you don't care about mathematics. Thank you. That's how the real economy works. It works off of debt and people that don't care. Exactly. Nicole says, I just got the iPhone 11, but my boyfriend financed the phone in his name, not mine. Nicole, remember this though. Nothing's free. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're not paying for it. Yeah, I get it. I understand. I understand, Nicole. But remember, I hope you guys don't get in a fight. Because if you guys break up or something goes wrong, guess what the first thing that's going to get cut off is your phone. So I hope you kept your old phone. Don't ever do that again, Nicole. Don't ever do that again. I know it's cool. You got the latest phone and you're not paying for it. That's great and dandy, but hey, that's risk. Snuggle says, You're my hero after teaching me about prepaid phones and those prepaid phone companies. They have it out there. They have out there. I have to thank you. You are welcome, Snuggles, man. You are welcome. You guys, check it out. You guys riding in the cars that only listen to my voice coming through the stereo system. What if I told you, you know, all those taxes that you see on your cell phone bill when you get it, you know, you got your regular monthly costs and then they add up all those taxes. What if I told you that kind of structure have been over for years? Taxes on cell phone bills like that have been over for years. This tax, across the street tax, city tax, local tax, federal tax. What if I told you those days have been over for years? Would you believe me? They have been. What if I told you if you're paying over $50 a month, you're getting screwed? You are. I pay $20 a month for my cell phone bill on AT&T with my Note 8. No, I don't have an old flip phone. I can have any phone I wish. Okay? If I wanted an iPhone 11, I'll just get online and buy an iPhone 11. Tom Petty says the smartest thing Apple did was remove the headphone jack. I hate Apple, but that was a smart business move. It sure was. For those of you guys that I used to be an Apple person. I did years ago before I was out of the debt matrix. I'm not saying don't get an Apple iPhone. Okay. If you like Apples, they're touch screen. Let me tell you guys something. When I went from Apple to Android, let me just explain this to you. There is no other phone that compares to the touch screen of an Apple. Okay. The touch screen of an Apple, it makes you feel like you're really turning or flipping these pages or apps. You really feel like you're really moving those apps. There's no comparison to the touchscreen. But this is the reason why I left Apple. When they took out the headphone jack of the iPhone, they already rule your phone. Okay. They already rule it. Okay. You can't even do damn near anything without plugging it up to iTunes and doing all this other stupid nonsense. Right. But as soon as they took out the headphone jack, the headphone jack, and plus one time my power cord went bad. I went to like TJ Maxx or Marshalls and tried to buy a power cord, plugged it in. It says, this cord is not Apple approved. I said, see ya. You're not governing my power cords, okay? You're not doing that. No, sir, that's not happening. No, your battery sucks. The battery sucks on Apple iPhones for years, and you're going to govern my power cord? No, you're not. Goodbye. Haven't went back since. Alex Steele says, these videos are really helping me stick to the plan. Thank you, Alex. That's what they're meant to do. All right, you guys, you know what? We're coming up on the 3-hour mark. We got about 13 minutes. Get in your questions because I am cutting it off at 3 hours because my mouth is dry. I'm hungry. Tom Petty said, nodding my head in agreement. Never, ever will I make that mistake again. Exactly. You want to go grind it in, Tom? Go pull out your contract for your car and just take an hour to read through it. You're probably not going to even understand half the stuff that's in it. When you buy a car cash, this is the only agreement you come up with. Hey, here's the money. Where's the title? Sign here. See ya. Bye. That's the only agreement you have. You look at car paperwork. Oh my God. None of that. Who do you think? Check it out. When you go get a car, when you finance a car, how many people do you think are actually reading that thick ass contract? How many people you think are reading that? They're not. They're not reading it. I promise you, they're not. Reality Fitness says some people are proud of exploitation. Yeah, you know what, Reality Fitness, I think majority of people, they don't know. They don't know they're being exploited. They don't know. It's all a choice. All you gotta do is believe math. You don't even have to know math. All you got to do is open up the calculator app on your phone, and everybody has a calculator app on their phone. Everybody. And you guys in the car too. You guys have calculator apps. Everybody does. Young Lion says, I recently got fired from Amazon, but I just want to work for myself, like fixing phones and computers. Would you recommend the same advice for a beginner who is planning on moving to Africa? Would I recommend the same financial advice? Yeah, because this is what I teach is not hindered by borders. Money is money. Math is math. Math is universal. Young Lion, remember that. Math is universal. It doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter what country you live in. It doesn't matter. Math works everywhere, and it's all the same. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. Hit that like button. Thank you, sir. Tom Petty says Apple made $10 to $12 billion and 700 million of that was in replacement. Oh my God, replacement AirPods. Holy, oh, I got to look that up. You know what? What's so funny, Tom? I never looked up that because they just sit in your ear, right? They just sit in your ear. But if you lose one, they're no good. You have to buy another pair. God, Apple is brilliant. Are you paying attention? Pay attention to the big boys. They pulled out the headphone jack. That it's like think of cows, okay? You know how they got to go through all these gates to get them into moo. This is what they did. They just took out the headphone jack, which guided the people to the AirPods, right? And they make them different, so everybody knows that they're AirPods. You cannot not look at these AirPods in people's ear and not say, "Oh, I wonder what kind of AirPods those are." You know they're Apple AirPods. You know they are, right? And you got to make sure you keep track of these. If they fall out somewhere, you are done. Your AirPods are no good. You have to go buy some more. God, these guys are brilliant, man. Do you guys understand how much money's out there to be made if you get out of debt? If you get out of debt, your income level is unlimited. 700 million in replacement AirPods. I got to look that up. I got to read about that. I didn't even think about that. Wild Tiger says, I would like you to see you also talk more about health and fitness. Okay, I will. I mean, I will, Wild Tiger. You know why I haven't been talking about it? Because I haven't been hardcore at it like I normally have. Because it's the holidays. I'm eating a lot of food that I don't normally eat. So that's why I'm not really on it. But jumping rope, I just really started jumping rope, Wild Tiger. I totally forgot how good of an exercise that is. But I haven't done it in so long. I remember one time I did it like a few months ago. I didn't stretch my calves out. And I started jump roping. Oh man, my whole calf locked up for like 3 days. It hurt so bad. But yeah, jumping rope is good. I haven't done it in a while. Don't let me front. I ain't been doing it. Gangstar says, never have, and I have bought around 10 cars. Never have, and I have bought around. I'm not sure what you mean by Gangstar. You say something earlier? Young Lion says, I hate Apple too. Young Lion, that's a feeling. Don't worry about hating them, okay? That's a feeling. Never mix your feelings with business. Just look at Apple's position. If you owned Apple or if you worked for Apple, wouldn't you love what they're doing? I think it's brilliant. I've left them because I don't want them govern my phone like that. I don't want them demanding me to update and the new iOS and this and that. And I can't put music on just to transfer real quick. I don't want to do all that. I just want to be able to do whatever I want to do. That's why I went to Android. That's why I went there. Okay. Wild Tiger says, anybody else jump rope? Tom says, I have to disagree. LG touchscreen is amazing. Okay, LG is amazing and highly underrated. You know what? Okay, you know what? LG. I haven't really looked at LG phones. So what LG phone are you talking about, Tom Petty? Because maybe I want to go to a store and just check it out. Now, do you know the difference between the Apple touchscreen and the LG touchscreen? Is that why you're saying that? Tom Petty says, no one the same way. Most people don't read the terms of the agreement with these cell phone and apps. Most of the fine print is eye-opening. Exactly. Who reads that stuff? Nobody reads that. When you install an app, you think people are reading all that stuff? No, they're not. They're not. I just make sure when I install an app, I say, no, you don't have access to my camera. No, you don't have access to my microphone. I don't want you listening into stuff. I don't want you doing that, because once you agree, they just automatically turn it all on and all that stuff. Nope. No, sir. I'm not doing any of that. Young Lion says, thank mesothelioma for math. Mesothelioma. I know what you must be talking about, that commercial, right? I know. I think I have mesothelioma. I'm not even saying the word right. Ain't that funny? It's basic math. Exactly. Tom says, yep, I just Googled it because I recalled hearing $1 billion amount in AirPod sales. Damn, $1 billion. So yeah, when I just looked it up, it's just insane. I'm going to look that up. I didn't even, I always looked at the AirPods in people's ears, and I used to always say to myself, what if you lose one of those? If you just drop it somewhere and it just falls out your ear somewhere, and say like you're walking down the street and you walk over one of those graded things in the sidewalk, and that thing falls out and falls into that grade, you will go. What are those things called? Aren't they $100-something? Aren't the Apple AirPods $100+? I don't even know how much they cost. How much are they? Because I buy my headphones from TJ Maxx and they're wired. I don't care. If I lose my $9 headphones, I just go buy some more. That's it. If they break, I just go buy some more. That's it. I'm not paying $100+ to look cool. I'm not doing that. All right, you guys, I got about 5 minutes and then we're getting off. Okay. Now I'm going to put this up one more time because I really want to help you become financially free. Okay. It won't be difficult. You might not like seeing the numbers, but it will all make sense to you. I promise you. You'll know exactly why I create the plan that I create for you and why. Whatever I tell you, I will explain why. And it'll be up to you. You got to put in some work. You have to put in some work. It's not free. I mean, my service is not free. But when I mean by free, I mean by putting in that hard work. You have to put in that hard work. Here's my Cash App. If you guys like what I'm saying to you, send me a donation, put a note in there saying what I did for you, how I changed your life, what I've done for whoever's listening, whatever, right? It don't matter the amount. Hey, it just helps me keep going because I'm not rich. I'm not broke either, but I'm not rich. This helps me keep going. Okay. There's my Cash App. Here's my PayPal. I'm trying to get my super chat going, man, but I'm running into a dilemma that is just not. It's just the weirdest thing. They want me to, you got to sign up what's called an AdSense account, right? But during this one phase, they want me to put in a website that I own. But when I put in the website, it's coming back and saying, hey, you don't have enough content or whatever. It's not making any sense to me. And it's holding up my super chat. And I don't know how to get around this thing. I don't. Reality of Fitness at Wild Tiger. He's talking to Wild Tiger, says any variation of hit or hurt sessions, HIRT sessions, are perfect finishers at the end of your, okay. You're talking about fitness. Okay. End of your workout training session. This can include jump rope, battle ropes, burpees, squat thrusts. Okay. All right. Good financial advice. I mean, not financial, but physical fitness advice. Thank you, Reality of Fitness. Appreciate it. All right, you guys, we got about 2 minutes. Any other questions before we get off here? Any other questions? Okay. Free 30-minute consultation. Totally up to you. You get to go there, put in the time and date that you want to do it. All right. Tom Petty says, I've never owned an iPhone, but my buddy is part of the ecosystem. He gets the new one every year. We always compare his iPhone to my LGs. I have the LG G8, which is amazing. However, the V50 is king. Okay, I got to write this down. Let me write this down because I want to, as soon as I get off this, I'm going to go check this out. LG LG-G8 and the V50. Okay, let me write that down. LG. I love the names, how they put it, the LG-G8 or the V50. And V50. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up on YouTube as soon as I'm done. Thank you, sir. Reality Fitness, thank you. All right, we got a minute. We're down to a few seconds here, you guys. CBS has an article. I tried linking it, but it won't let me paste it. Okay, yeah, it won't let you. Hey, can you do me a favor and put it in as a comment under this video as soon as we get off, because we're about to get off. We're at the 3-hour mark now. All right. Thank you, SMD family. You guys have a good rest of your Saturday. I will look forward tomorrow for tomorrow's Q&A Sundays, where if you can, invite as many people as you can. This is where I'll be answering any and all personal finance questions. I do this every Sunday. Every Sunday I do this, okay? And on Monday, I'm gonna have a person to interview on Monday. Look forward to that. I will be shooting out the time for that, okay? All right, you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you all for joining. SMD family, I'm out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you new people, welcome to the SMD family. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday.